Hello everyone! We are back again with more air. And look who's welcoming us back. It's Michiru. She's saying welcome back. That's nice of her. I like it when characters do that. But yeah, hope everyone's doing good. Let's have another day of good readings and Ultima running out of breath. It's gonna be epic. Give me a second, I'm almost all set here. And we're good. Welcome back! Michiru says joyfully, burying her face in Tono's chest. Oh, she was welcoming Tono, not us. Man! I'm back. Tono pets her head fondly.
Yeah, I'm glad I made that wish.
You made a wish?
Yep. I wish in my stardust for you to come back soon, Minagi. And Ultima's chat members. Yukito Kunisaki told me to try it.
Mr. Kunisaki did. She turns her gaze toward me. What? Thank you. She bows. I didn't do anything you need to thank me for. Are you blushing? No.
Yeah, I've been a tiny bit too harsh on you, Yukito Kunisaki.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You should be happier to hear that.
Don't be dumb. I don't have time to celebrate each little thing.
Don't call me dumb.
Tap, tap, tap. Whack! Shut up. Irk.
My brain's spinning again.
What? Tono is looking at me, smiling. A warm smile. You were smiling. Huh? That's the first time I've seen you smile that way. It was really cute. I hope you'll do it more. I turn away from her. Oh, you're blushing. No, I'm not.
Yeah, he blushed. I saw it.
He did blush.
He totally blushed.
I turn back quickly. Bonk bonk.
At you.
Specifically, I bang their heads together gently. Oh, it's my first Mr. Kunisaki comeback experience. She's pleased. Oh, I'm getting static from these headphones. That's not good. Let me unplug and plug again. Sorry. Okay, please don't be staticky. I turn away from them again and start walking. I am blushing. Out of happiness. No matter the reason, I'm happy to spend time with the three of us again. But, see you later. I hear Tono's voice from behind me, calling out to me pleasantly. Would they tease me about smiling again if I wasn't facing away from them? The end. It's night. The three of us go up to the school roof to stargaze again. That's Kamala, and that's Ursa Minor. Tono is telling me and Michiru in depth information on the constellations.
Yeah, I bet the Kamala and Ursa Minor Bear are best friends, huh?
Michiru has been in high spirits since the afternoon, although she may be just delighted to have Tono back. Tono watches her with a kind gaze. Sometimes she reaches out and pets the smaller girl's hair, almost as if she's confirming she's still there. Meanwhile, Michiru laughs contently. It's a wonderful scene, and no matter how long I look on, I never get tired of it. Am I really part of this scene now? Is this all part of a dream? Is such a soothing, warm feeling being here, that it's hard to tell? This is the first time since coming to this town that I felt certain that I want to stay here. I don't know what Tono might mean by the end of her dream, but even if this is just a dream, we don't need to let it end. At least not now. It ends.
Well, I need to say goodnight now.
Michiru goes another way when we leave the school. You won't come with us as far as the shopping district? I asked since that's where she said goodbye the other night.
No, here is fine for tonight.
Why though? Do you have somewhere to stop on the way?
No, nothing like that.
Oh well, then why not come with?
Yeah, good night, Mambo.
Tap 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 tap. She drops the bizarre phrase before I can finish my sentence and then dashes off. What's up with her? Asked Tono as I watched Michiru vanish into the night. She's being considerate in her own way. Considerate, you say? Yes. But of what? Well, toward us. Why though? Oh, who knows? She smiles in a way that seems meaningful somehow, so I'm the one who doesn't get it. I guess so. That's a bit frustrating. Poor Michiru, you aren't able to appreciate her efforts. Nah. Well, shall we head home? Erg. And so we head down the road to the station. I asked Tono about what Michiru was being considerate of a few more times on the way, but she never explains any further. Nah. My frustrations just keep multiplying. Will I ever be able to sleep tonight? I'm gonna say yes. Good morning. It's morning. I wake to Tono's calming voice. It's not a bad way to start the day. Today's breakfast is a set of white rice with special fried eggs. Ooh, I had eggs this morning. She says the morning farmer's market had a good price on the eggs. Then I ask where they have a market in the mornings here. That's a secret, she answers. I'm not sure if they really were cheap or if there really is a market, but either way, I leave it at that and continue eating. Whatever the truth is, she made it for me after all. After eating breakfast, Tono heads to school for summer school classes. Michiru has said she'd come by in the afternoon, and apparently Tono will return by then too. She's being quite well behaved for a runaway, but that's fine. By me, it's definitely like her to be this way. Head out on my own too. I try to spot any kids out and about, but there's no sign of any today. That's not a surprise. After all, I'm mostly spending a long while just sitting atop the embankment. You know, the embankment. I watch the sea, look out at the distant horizon where the gentle waves seem to come from. A sea breeze blows in tirelessly, keeping me from sweating even in the intense sunlight. I spend a while with that breeze. Growl. My stomach growls and I hop down from the embankment. I'm going home to the station where they'll be waiting for me. It seems painfully far away right now. I pass by a couple of familiar young sisters as I go. They seem to have just been swimming in the pool, their hair is wet, and they're holding a bag with bathing suits in it.
Oh, you're the guy with the fairy!
The younger sister of the pair remembers me and asks if I still have the fairy with me today. Yeah, it's here. I turn around and make the doll in my pocket wave. The two girls love that. It's been a while performing for the two. I'm hungry, but I'm reluctant to be harsh with them when I see how they look at me.
Bye-bye, mister! Hey, Minim! You're first!
How you doing, Minim? Good to see ya! The smaller sister hands me something as I start to put the doll in my pocket. It's a jet black feather.
This is a crow feather. We just found it, but you should have it.
You're gonna lurk? Alrighty. Lurk goodly, and lurk well, Lily. And thanks for coming, as always. She meets my gaze and smiles. Oh, I'm doing good too. I'm quite well. Thank ya. Well, that's ominous. I murmur, spinning the feather between my fingertips. But it's odd. As ominous as any sign of a crow should be. This feather doesn't make me uncomfortable. Crows take good care of their friends. So keep it as a good luck charm and you'll make lots of friends. Friends?
Yep.
Neat, thanks. I pat their heads gently. I didn't get a tip from my act, but they at least gave me a present, so we're even. I watch the two run off, waving as they go, then head for the station.
Yeah, it's so cool now!
The sound of Michiru enjoying something welcomes me back.
Yeah, fan time, fan time!
Michiru is clearly delighted with a fan she's gotten somewhere. She seems to enjoy watching the fan blades more than the airflow from it, and has her face close to it. And beside her, Tono is sitting there reading dutifully, still wearing her uniform as usual. Okay.
Oh! Yeah, welcome home!
Michiru says with a smile. Welcome back, Tono says, and bows her head slightly. I'm home, so I respond in kind. How was work today? She asks, handing me a freshly brewed coffee. Ah, well, the usual. I sit sipping my coffee and try to put a positive spin on it. Doesn't the usual mean you made any money? Erg. She goes straight for the painful truth. Oh, well, money isn't everything in life. I look off into the distance up at the sky. I see. She sees right through me. I'm a bit embarrassed, but that's good. Tono murmurs, seemingly reassured. It's not at all, I say, putting on a show of irritation. This is a secret threat to my pride as a puppeteer. The words barely mean anything even to me as I say them. It means you'll stay here. Huh? Oh, never mind. Did I say anything? Or I didn't say anything. Tono seems to blush a little bit as though flustered, although that's probably my imagination. The three of us eat lunch together. The menu is hamburg steak, handmade Minagi Tono style.
Meow, hamburg steak!
Michiru, you got a new skirt, you're happy? Hey, nice. Now you're looking fresh, Minim. All of the others are gonna look at you and they're gonna drop dead from how epic you look. Ha 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 ha. So, well done. Well done on that. Michiru gets excited at the dish. She's like a dog leaping on his food after being ordered to sit and wait. They tell me that they prepared it while I was out, and all that's left is to cook it. So everything is ready soon after. Regardless, where could Tono have gotten the ingredients or the frying pan for this? I hadn't seen any sign of either until yesterday. Surely she didn't pick these up at the market too. It's a mystery. What's the matter? Nothing really. Expecting her to dodge the question if I do ask, I decide not to pursue it. The hamburg steaks are delicious. After lunch, Tono and I are both looking up at the clear sky above. As for Michiru, she's making bizarre laughing noises as she has nap time using Tono's lap as a pillow. Isn't the weather nice today? Her voice barely reaches me over the buzzing of the cicadas. There are so many clouds floating by. I know she's not asking for a reply, so I just keep looking up at the sky in silence. Mr. Kunisaki, eventually she does direct her words directly toward me. Do you still want to leave this town, Mr. Kunisaki? She asks out of nowhere. Well, yeah, kind of. I answer vaguely. Oh, of course. She sags with disappointment and pets Michiru's head in her lap. New foo foo foo. She's looking at the smaller girl's face. I'll miss you. Tono slowly looks up toward me. Is it okay if I miss you? Huh? Is it wrong to think it's lonely to meet you only for you to leave? Tono. I worry she might cry. I'm worried that this girl staring at me might be left crying underneath the summer sky. Of course it's not wrong, I say, looking back up at the sky. It's not that I'm looking away from her. I search the sky hoping for a way to accept her sadness. You think so? Probably, yeah. Their rare and special chance of meeting someone doesn't mean anything if it's not sad to lose them afterward. That may be true, but sadness is just shackles on our feet. It pins us down, keeps us where we are. Only sadness traps you without anywhere to move on or go back to. We let the wind take all of our words. That leaves rustle with the wind that still carries hints of the sea. The sound reminds me of something I had almost forgotten. Nothing lasts forever, and parting eventually comes. Not even this daily routine can change that. We face each other with partings left behind us, and that's how we go through our lives. If so, a life you know will end someday. How is that different from a dream you know you'll wake up from? It's exactly the same. All of us are living a dream. Dreams and reality are the same, which is precisely why I want to know what there is after this dream. Yeah.
It's better not to know things like that.
Huh? Suddenly, Michiru's voice rises up from the back of my mind.
Nee.
And she also sits up slowly, no longer sleeping. Good morning, Michiru. Tono pats her head gently as Michiru rises from her lap. What's up, Minim? What's that face? What'd I do this time?
Yeah, good morning.
What did I do? Michiru answers Tono with a grin on her face.
Nee, what's the matter, Yukito Kunisaki?
Do I have something on my face? I'm staring her in the face. What did that mean? I asked her for answers, even as her smiling gaze remains locked with Tono's.
Nee, what did what mean?
No, never mind, it's nothing.
Nee.
I'm imagining things, the memory of her voice that has come back to me. Oh, when you're read Michiru, gotcha. Gotcha! She has sounded sad, like she was desperately holding back tears.
No, Yukito Kunisaki is being weird, Minagi.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet he got greedy and ate too much, so he's sick.
Whack.
No.
I'm not like you.
But you ate more than me, you really did.
Well, yes, that's true. So if I make more, you can eat more, Michiru? That's not the point. You don't think so?
You'll make more for me?
Michiru's greedy little eyes light up. Wait, the point is, yes, if you want me to.
I do, I want more!
Alright. She bows.
Yeah, yes! I could eat a hamburger steak forever!
Forever?
Yeah, I'd never get sick of it, even eating it every day!
Alright then.
Yay!
Seriously? I don't mind hamburg steaks either, but every day?
You promised, every day forever!
Yes, forever.
Forever and ever and ever!
Yes.
And ever and ever and ever and ever!
Yes. Weirdos. I mean, I hope we can stay together forever. August 6th. Turns out we can't stay together forever. It's the next morning. I'm sorry, I burned the rice. Awake to the sorrowful admission from Tono. I'll make more, just hold on a little while. She bows. Poke! I poke the whirl on her head and it's right in front of my face. So even you can make mistakes, I say teasingly. Of course. I turn away from her. That's kind of hurt when you poke my head. Oh, it seems like I've made her mad. This is bad. I get a bad feeling about this. I never see her again. As expected, the rice she produces for breakfast is burnt. Tono doesn't speak a word as we eat breakfast. She really must be in a bad mood. Poke, poke! Desperately to improve her mood one way or another, I end up repeatedly having to praise the food. I brought this on myself. Still, even under the circumstances, it's rare to see her angry, and she's kind of cute when she's mad. I can handle this. Tono doesn't seem angry on a deep level, either, and I can tell she picked less burnt rice for my portion. And when I say the final it was delicious, I'm glad. She responds happily. It might not be that bad having her get mad at me sometimes, but I feel like she'd be upset if I told her that. Michiru comes by once the afternoon begins, as usual.
Good afternoon, good morning, everyone! It's another hot one, huh?
What news channel do you think you're on? Michiru has mastered a new way of making an entrance. Good morning. What, you're part of the morning show too? I give her a small bonk on the head. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good retort. She seems to enjoy talking like that. What a fun new twist. What a twist! It's a summer afternoon. We all eat hamburg steaks together, just as promised the day before. After we eat, Michiru and Tono blow bubbles together. It's the same scene as always, a familiar routine. I sit on the bench feeling like I could watch them all day. Time passes peacefully. That night, I'm sitting on the bench and looking up at the stars, which is rapidly becoming my new routine. Aren't they beautiful again today? Tono comes out with 2 coffees and sits beside me, freshly showered. Would you prefer anything else like barley tea? No, not at all, thanks. I take the coffee and sip at it, taking care not to scald myself. Ha! I scald my tongue immediately. Are you okay? I'm fine. I stay calm and act tough, but it genuinely hurts. Let me see. She comes closer to me, close enough that we can feel each other's breathing, and look at my face up close. The scent of her freshly washed hair tickles gently at my nose. Let me see. You like Thea a lot? Thea? Do you mean her? Minagi here? She must be concerned for me. Oh, you like tea a lot, gotcha. Tea's not too bad. After all, she's repeating herself. I'm fine, so I repeat myself too. Let me see. She says that a bit more forcefully. I'm really fine. I try pushing back. We lock gazes. Let me see. Irk. She pries my mouth open. Looks a bit red. Let me get you some water. I shake my head, my mouth still open. But she seems worried. I was trying to say that I'm fine. Fwump. Does this ease the pain a bit? I can feel her heart beating through her thin summer clothes. Cherry tea best? Ooh, I'm not really a tea person as much as I hate to say it. I don't know too many teas. I'm sorry. Maybe one can introduce me to some teas, eh? But yeah, sad, I know. How dare you, Ultima? How dare you! It's soft, and her gentle warmth spreads across my body. Maybe cherry tea would taste good. I do like cherries. Just relax and be still. She pulls with her arms in my head, and my head is pressed more tightly to her chest. It smells nice. I'm tense at first, but gradually feel myself start to relax. It's a familiar comfort. I have a happy memory of something like this from a long lost time and place. When we're like this, I can feel you here with me. Let's just stay like this a while longer. I hear a voice, and I feel Tono's warmth. I sit and listen to Tono on the bench in the white streetlight glare, like a child listening to a lullaby. Her knees make for a soft pillow. Now I can finally see that this is how she expresses affection. I had a dream last night, she says. I dreamed of when I was young and would watch the stars with my father. Look, Managi, that's Sagittarius. I can still remember my father's gentle tone. He never mentioned his father in the animu. On the way home, he told me the stories of the constellations as we held hands. Then what's that? I used to go greet my father at the station each day when he got off work. We look at the stars for a bit, then walk home, hand in hand. I loved my father for his kindness, and I grew to love the stars just as he loved them naturally. Want to know something neat, Managi? It was a summer night. Oh, it's Managi saying it, not the main one. We were holding hands and walking home looking at the stars as usual. My dad looked at me with a smile and said, "The stars make people's hearts more beautiful. A different God lives in each star, and they all watch over us." That's what he taught me. I thought it was a beautiful story. I felt at ease when I looked up at the stars. It seemed like all the negative parts of the world melted away when I did. The stars cleanse dirty hearts. My father's eyes were very sad when he said that. I had never even thought that my father's heart could be dirty. If anything, I felt almost dirty myself for having thought it. So I made a wish. I wished upon the stars that my heart would be cleansed. A while after that, my father left us. My mother and father used to argue all the time after my mother miscarried Michiru. My father invited me to come with him when he left. Why is this so beautiful? Because it's from Key Animation or whatever it's called, and they like to make good visual novels. Ha 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 ha. That's why it's beautiful. But I was a little kid and I felt bad leaving my mother alone, so I decided to stay and wait for him to come back. Alright, tell your mother I wish her well. Then my father patted my head and gave me my final present. It was a cute little bottle full of sand. Beautiful. It is beautiful. This is called Stardust. My father told me. He said that I'll be happy if I just held on to it. It's fine, Minim. You're good. I treasured that Stardust. If it could make me happy, then someday it might come back. For me, happiness meant living in this house with 2 loving parents. My father never came home again. Went to the station to look for him each day, but never saw him there. I'd walk home alone in the dark. I didn't have my father beside me anymore. I was so sad. I wanted to hear more of his stories about the stars. I wanted he come back even though I held onto the stardust. I felt like it was my own heart that was dirty and keeping me from being happy. Ever since then, almost every night, I would take my stardust and sit on the bench by the station looking at the stars. I wanted them to cleanse my heart. If they could, then my dad would come back, and my mom would stop crying to herself late at night. We could all be happy together again. I'd cook even better than my mom could and surprise my dad with it. I knew we could be happy together if we could eat delicious meals. I knew we could be happy. I knew we could be happy. And we could be happy. Long after that, I would go to learn that my father had remarried another woman far away in a town I'd never heard of. Well, so much for that, huh? August 7th. The next day, sunlight pours down from the profoundly clear blue of the sky. It's a morning like any other. I can see Tono is about to wake me when I wake up to the sound of cicadas buzzing. Oh, stupid dad. Well, there's a reason he left the mom. Good, well, not a good reason, but kind of a good reason. Oh no, how disappointing. You haven't been updated on the story of this game yet, Minim. She disappeared already, and I only just woke up. Her mom, Minim, called her Michiru for some reason. And, yeah. But now she believes that both of her daughters are dead, and she doesn't even recognize Managi anymore, so That's a problem. I didn't get to see your face while you slept today. That's too bad. Yes, I'm disappointed. Well then. Oh crap. Alright, well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try again tomorrow. Better luck tomorrow. I'll stay up all night and be sure to sleep late tomorrow. That is a problem. Yeah. Okay, I'll look forward to it. I turn away from her and walk over to the tarp she laid out for breakfast. Seriously, what's so fun about watching someone sleep? I say venomously to myself, but I can't stay and genuinely feel bad about it. Waking up to Tono's words, that's certainly not a bad thing, but I wonder why. I watch her, but something seems wrong. After eating breakfast, we both sit down on the bench to wait for Michiru, beneath the blue sky, in the summer sun surrounded by the buzz of cicadas. I imagine Michiru running up out of the haze. I can almost hear the tapping of her footsteps. Tono slowly gets up and goes to greet her, and we all start another day together. Now, watch! Today I'll do my best to get as many going as I can.
Okay, good luck, Minagi!
Yes, here goes. Tono is psyching herself up. Michiru can't get bubbles right no matter what she does, and her has begged Tono to show her how. Now she's watching Tono intently. From the side I can see something sort of like insecurity in Michiru's face. She almost seems to be faking her behavior. What's the matter? I ask Michiru in a voice that won't carry all the way to Tono. Nee, something's wrong, don't you think? Michiru murmurs in response to my question. You think so?
Yeah, Minagi's not her usual self.
She looks at Tono with concern in her gaze. Michiru might know, having known Tono for much longer than me. And she does seem to be acting oddly since running away to stay in the station with me. Feels a bit misleading to say she's not doing well, but she does seem to be forcing her good mood. It's almost like she's trying to get through everything she has set out for herself before the end of the dream that she mentioned. Like a little girl trying to lock away all of the time she can with the three of us to keep it in a box of treasures. I knew it, and I can't just do anything. I think to myself, and at the same moment Michiru speaks up.
I'm really glad to see you're feeling well, but I don't know how long she can keep it up.
Huh? She sounds terribly sad when she says it. Michiru's voice is soft enough that it fades away almost immediately, like a bubble that never rises upward toward the sky. And then,
Minagi, actually, I want to do it too!
She leaps up off the bench and runs over to Tono. I watch the two of them closely. The soap and water mix today is perfect.
It is?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna succeed today.
Sitting in the bright white summer light, the two blow bubbles toward the sky. Tono is good at it as ever, blowing bubbles after bubble. Michiru isn't though, and sprays soapy water everywhere while groaning over her struggles. It's their usual dynamic, and a familiar scene. Cute, yeah. You're ready for a lot of bubbles. They both seem to be having fun, but why though? Why does it all seem so ephemeral to me? It seems almost sepia tone, like something from a distant memory. A memory, a dream. The scene of summer, fated to end as it is, wavers faintly like a mirage in the heat. August 8th! It's morning. I'm out walking through the town with Michiru. Tono went to summer school on her own again. She said she'd be back right away, but time passes a lot more slowly when you're the one waiting. So we're out strolling through town. Michiru was the one who invited me along.
Hey, Yukito Kunisaki! Come on a date with me until Minagi gets back!
She said with a smile. I didn't have anything else to do and was planning to head into town to do my act, so I just nodded in agreement.
Yay! It's a date!
She began bouncing around at that, expressing her joy quite physically, but something nagged at me as I watched her. In the back of my mind, I kept thinking about Michiru's words from the day before when they were blowing bubbles, but I don't know how long she can keep it up. The sadness of her tone, the loneliness in her voice, a life that's already begun changing. To me, no matter how I looked at it, it hadn't actually seemed like Michiru was genuinely happy. And now here she is, walking at my side. She slouches and hunches as she walks like a kid that just woke up from a sad dream. Hey Michiru. Looking ahead and following a bird in the air with my eyes, I put the words together.
Ni.
She looks up at me for just a moment before hanging her head again. Though I don't fully understand why she's like this, I do feel for her when I see her sad. Check that out. A single gull is resting its wings atop the embankment. Look, a gull, see?
Ni, a gull?
Isn't he cute?
Yeah, he's cute.
Right? Let's try and feed him.
Like, give him food?
That's right. That said, what do gulls eat?
Ni, I don't know.
I guess maybe fish?
Like mackerel?
That's right, they might eat mackerel.
I like mackerel too.
You like them fried, right? I've seen you eat them before.
Yeah, I eat the same thing gulls do.
So you're a friend of the gull, huh?
Ni, we're friends?
Yep, besties.
Yeah, that's true. Besties with the gull.
Yeah.
Then I'll give him this to show we're friends.
She rummages around in her pocket and takes out a hard candy.
Minagi gave me this. It's mandarin orange flavored.
No, not that.
Ni, is there something wrong with it?
There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't think he'll eat it.
Why not?
Nah.
Why not?
She has me fixed with an innocent gaze. Well, alright then, we can try to give it to him. What is a gull? A seagull. Like a bird, a burb. Seagull. I gave in out of desperation. That is what a gull is. It's a burb. Okay, wait here. She dashes off at a jog toward the embankment where the gull is resting.
Hup.
She sits down beside it. Bizarrely, the gull shows no signs of running away even as Michiru approaches and sits down beside it.
Hi, Mr. Gull.
The gull calls back when she speaks to it.
Yeah, you seem well today.
Now they have a conversation going. Are they friends from a past life or something? It's a burp? Did you say a burp? I don't think so. I shockingly don't think so this time around. Crazily enough, eh? Are you hungry, Mr. Gull?
Ni, you just ate? Aw, you're full, huh? Well, I was going...
Oh, I said burb. B-I-R-B. I do that sometimes.
Well, I was going to give you this.
She holds out the hard candy.
Ni, you don't want it?
Aw, that's too bad.
It's good. Ni, what is it? You think I should eat it since you don't want to? You don't mind?
The gull nods back. So chivalry isn't dead.
Yeah, I don't mind if I do.
She says, then puts the candy in her mouth.
Ni, ishko.
She rolls the candy around in her mouth with visible satisfaction.
Ni, you have to go. Okay, be safe.
The gull calls back once before spreading its wide wings and flapping.
Ah, okay, got it.
After seemingly speaking to Michiru somehow, the gull takes flight. It flaps away into the sky, only over the white caps of the waves that shine in the sunlight. Lucky you, he let you have the candy. I give her a pat on the head when she comes back over.
Yeah, it was yummy. Yeah.
She laughs happily. Michiru's smile returns eventually, and I can feel her mood calm down a bit. What did the gull say at the end? I ask her, thinking back on the inscrutable expression on their face when the gull had said farewell.
He said the wind will pick up soon.
The wind?
Yeah, and to be sure not to miss it.
We keep walking, surrounded by the scents of summer. We go past several houses, mostly in silence, and I focus on the crisp sounds of wind chimes coming from them. Eventually, we find ourselves at the shopping district yet again. It's as quiet as devoid of people as ever. I'm hungry. The moment we arrive, I say it without thinking.
Yeah, hungry, hungry, hungry.
My stomach's going to start growling.
Growl, growl, growl.
Antonio's at school, so he can't eat lunch. We could go back to the station and eat before she gets back, but I'd feel bad if we did that. So we'll just have to buy a snack while we're out.
Ni, buy a snack? Ow!
You know, like buying something from a store and eating it on your way home from school.
We're not on our way home from school, though.
I'll show you. We'll figure it out.
But we don't have any money.
Don't worry, this is what I have this guy for. I take the doll out of my back pocket. Look at how gallant he is. I hold the doll up toward the sunlight for no reason.
Whoa!
With the sun forming a halo of light behind him, the doll inspires a little cheer from Michiru. Just you watch, I'll make us money in no time.
Okay.
I take up my usual position under the Kirishima Clinic sign. Michiru sits down beside me and stares at the doll with anticipation. Actually, I've shown her my act before. The thought strikes me as I focus my will. Michiru checked for tricks endlessly when I showed her and Tono my act for the first time. When I think back on that, It seems genuinely sweet, and the corners of my mouth twist up a little.
Nee, what's the matter, Yukito Kunisaki?
It's nothing really. Now watch closely. Start focusing again. The doll stands up. It starts moving, and Michiru seems entranced.
Funny.
We both sigh at once. Of course it ended up like this. There's no one here.
Nee, you're right.
I don't make any money. No matter how hard I try, it's always the same result, seeing as the shopping district is deserted. I've done it this way over and over, and it's time to face facts. Sorry, we don't get to pick up a snack.
It's fine. I had fun.
I see. I give her a head a pat.
Yeah.
She laughs happily. Even if we don't get to pick up snacks, I'm satisfied with that smile. You're hungry now too, huh?
Yep.
Alright, then let's head back. I put the doll in my pocket and stand up.
Creak. Oh.
Just as I get up, the door of the clinic opens. Sorry about that, causing you so much trouble. It's not a bother at all. Drop by any time you need. Yes. Well, please excuse me. The woman speaks to Hijiri as she leaves the clinic, passing by us with a blank expression on her face. There's no sign that even she sees we're here. Is that? I follow her with my eyes as she walks away unsteadily. There's no mistake, that's Tono's mom. But why was she at the Kirishima clinic?
Mommy.
Huh? Michiru crumples down on the ground and watches Tono's mom walks away with a forlorn look on her face.
Searching.
She's murmuring to no one in particular.
Nee, what's the matter?
Oh, nothing. I look away. I try to extend a hand to this untouchable phantom. You know her, don't you?
Nee.
Michiru doesn't answer me. She just stares after the woman, blurred by the bright summer light.
Hey, Yukito Kunisaki?
What? She lets out a small sigh and hesitates to speak.
It's sad, isn't it, to forget someone you care about?
Huh?
But it's just forgetting, and someday you'll remember. Things really can't stay like this, huh?
What are you saying? I can feel an understanding forming within me of something, even if I don't see the shape of it yet. But I can't put words to it yet. Even so, I feel like I have to get it out or nothing will change.
Nee.
Michiru can't find the words either, and just lowers her gaze sadly. There's no outward sign of the emotions overflowing and swirling inside her. I wait for her to find the words for what she wants to say. Finally, she speaks hesitantly.
Minagi, she ran away from home, right?
Huh?
You can't hide it from me. I'm always watching over Minagi.
Oh, right, you are. I tussle her hair affectionately.
Nee. I am the knight who says nee.
Michiru nods, although her shoulders are still a bit slumped. Tono and I had definitely been hiding her runaway status from Michiru. I don't want her to worry. Tono was concerned for Michiru. Had Tono's feelings gotten through to Michiru? Even having noticed it, Michiru doesn't raise the topic even once when Tono around. That's how their relationship works. That's the boundary between them. That separation is a peaceful one and lets them be close to each other. Still, Michiru continues.
I don't like how lonely Minagi is.
Yes,
Nee.
she says, raising her eyes resolutely.
I didn't stick around just to see her like that.
Huh? Michiru's unexpected words throw me off. I'm not sure why at first. I eye her quizzically, my thoughts still disorganized. Then I finally arrive at the reason. The actual point that had thrown me off.
Didn't stick around just to see her like that.
Michiru definitely said that. Not, I'm not. She said I didn't, in past tense. Why though? Michiru is here right now, and yet she is here, and she'll still be here in the future, and yet it's all hazy and out of focus. There's a dark shadow over what should be delightful summer memories.
Things really can't stay like this. Minagi, she has to wake up from her dream already.
Her dream?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I think basically what you're thinking, Yukito Kunisaki.
What I'm thinking? Are you?
Yes.
She nods back silently.
Hey, do you just want this to continue, Yukito Kunisaki?
Huh?
What can you do for Minagi?
Me?
Yeah.
What can I do for Tono?
Because I don't think there's anything more I can do for her. So, I want you to, Yukito Kunisaki.
Her voice is gentle, yet somehow also carries a solemn note. It sounds like she's saying farewell. Michiru. I extend my hand toward her. Except,
I'll go home ahead of you.
huh?
See you later.
she says, then stands up and dashes off. She slips through my fingers. Hey, hold on. Wait, Michiru.
Take your time, Yukito Kunisaki!
She turns back and waves as she starts to vanish into the shimmering heat in the distance. Then she's out of sight. That kid. I'm left alone under the summer sun. In the sweltering midsummer heat, a lingering discomfort that won't fade stays in my chest. Hey, Kunisaki, is that you? The voice is coming from behind me. I turn around and see Hijiri looking at me. I'm not sure how long she's been standing there. What's the matter? Did you come by to waste your efforts again today? She says something mean to greet me. No, I didn't come to perform today. Oh, so you've finally given up? I haven't given up. I don't take so much pleasure in saying that. I let out a sigh to go with that. Huh? What's wrong? You seem down. You think so? Yeah, and here's a beautiful woman to talk about it. She's as carefree as a doctor as I've ever met. Hey, you have something to say? You look pretty annoyed and you're sighing. I shake my head in exasperation. Huh? What then? Why the condescending attitude? I'm not being condescending to anyone. Honestly, I'm envious. You're envious? Yeah. She puts her left hand to her chin and seems to think something over. Kunisaki? What? Do you have time right now? Yeah, I have a bit, but... Oh, good. Then come with me for a second. She starts pulling me by the arm. Hey, what's the big idea here? I'm thinking of putting some tea on. Kano's right now and it's boring by myself. She dragged me into the clinic. Sorry, but I don't feel like it right now. I plant my feet and shake her off. Seriously. I scratch my head. Whack! Ow! Hits me all of a sudden. Hey, what the heck was that for? I'm trying to be nice to you. Accept it, you moron. She looks mad, but her voice sounds gentle as she says it. You'll get a heat stroke in no time if you keep making that face. She reaches out and strokes my cheek. Now, come along. Smack. She gives me a light tap on the forehead, then starts pulling on my arm again. Fine. I give a slight nod back and go into the clinic with her. I see. Summer sunlight seeps into the room through gaps in the trees outside the window. The room is completely white. The faint smell of disinfectant tickles my nose. So that means you want her to go back home, huh? She finishes the tea in her hand with a slurp. I don't know. I don't know what's best for her. Huh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I talked to Hijiri about Tono. Not that I set out to discuss anything with her, but having seen her talking with Tono's mom, it made sense to ask about the situation. Even so, it's a small world, huh? It's just weird to me that you know her mom. Well, it's a small town. Plus, I'm the only doctor in this town, and that gives me a bit of network, too. I see. Still, I'm surprised, too. What do you mean? That you're so desperate to help her. I'm not desperate. Whack. Ow! Don't blush, moron. I'm not blushing, and quit slapping me on the head. Fine, whatever. It's not fine by me. So what do you want to do today? Huh? Don't play dumb. I'm asking what you plan to do for her. What I plan to do for Tono? Yeah. I start thinking when she asks. Well, that's what I say, Minim. What can I do for Tono? And then, hey, Hijiri. Whack. Ow! Use the proper honorifics for those older than you. Call me Miss Hijiri. Hey, Miss Hijiri. What is it, little Yukito? Come on, laugh. It was a joke. It wasn't funny. Fine, I was just trying to lighten the mood. You don't have to lighten anything. So back on topic. Yeah, she seemed disappointed. What's Tono's mom actually sick with? What's she sick with? I don't really understand that part. What does it mean to say she's mentally unwell? That's a tough one. Granted, I've examined her and have a handle on her health. But it was my father that saw her first when she had her miscarriage. Your father? Yeah, so she came by to talk with me about her mother's health fairly often. She did? The world just keeps getting smaller, doesn't it? I guess. So I do know about her psychological symptoms, and I think I understand her position too. You do? Then that should simplify the conversation. What do you mean, simplify? I don't like to mess around, so I'll be blunt. Oh, okay. Did Tono's mom really forget her own daughter? Huh? She's a mother. She carried her daughter and suffered to give birth to her. So how could she forget her so easily? I think about Tono's sadness as I say it. The sadness of being forgotten by a mother you loved. The long despair of only being loved when pretending to be someone else. And the sadness of being asked who you are by someone you love when they wake from their dream. It's all too much for me to imagine. Except, how does that work? I press Hijiri for an answer. Want to be someone Tono can share her pain with even a little bit. Someone who can ease the burden on her. Want to, for her. And for Michiru, who loves Tono. Heh, don't make that face. Hijiri ruffles my hair with a smile. No parent is that heartless. She continues tousling my hair gently. I wonder. Don't worry about it so much. What do you think I was just talking to her mom about? What? Well, she's desperate. Huh? You know she ran away from home, right? Yeah. Apparently, her mom has lost something precious to her. What do you mean? What precious something? She nods. You get the idea, I think. She gives me a light whack on the head. Now just do what you can do. Just do what I can do? Right, what you can do. Do what you can do for now in the way you can for her. You don't want to regret it later, after all. Hey, Kuna. Good to see you here. How you been, little bro? How's life treating ya? That evening, Tono leads us up to the school rooftop. The sun hadn't set yet, but the school is already deserted. I see waves of heat rising from the sun-baked roof under our feet when she opens the metal door to the rooftop. Welcome to Air, by the way, Kuda. This is a visual novel, and it gives the perfect summer vibes. So, I hope you like it. It's like multiple summers rising and falling in one place. It sure is pretty. I look out at the wide red stretch of sunlight off in the distance. Yes, it's very pretty. We stand side by side in the wind, listening to the fluttering sound of the wind. I think back on the day that like I'm revisiting it in a dream. There's a bird again. I see the ocean in the distance. There's a bird flying a wandering course over the calm sea waters that have taken on the red of the dusk. Is this game on the Switch too? Maybe? It might be on the Switch too. I know some of their games are, but I'm not sure if this one is. I'm gonna have to look and see after this, just to see if it's on there or not. But yeah, all's good with me, and I'm glad you're doing good. It's just like the sunset that day. Wings that have forgotten how to fly, yet with no choice but what to wander after losing a home. I'm on the PC version, by the way. That's the version I'm using at the moment, but which haven't ever gotten their destination, and yet also hesitant to finally arrive. Huh? What's the matter? I look over and realize Michiru isn't here. There, rather. Michiru?
I'm right here!
I see, yeah. This is the morning stream, so I play PC games. Like that Disney game and Genshin and other such things. And Sims 4! I look back and see Michiru watching Tono from a short distance away. What's the matter? Tono asks her gently.
Nee? Oh, it's nothing.
She gives us her usual yeah smile and walks over. I've seen her like this before. We love Sims 4. It is summer now, which means a return to Sims 4 is imminent. I don't know when imminent, but it is imminent. It was when she was watching Tono with her mother. She had seemed very lonely then. And today too, when she was with me, when we saw Tono's mother. What's wrong? She reaches me and Tono, and I rest a hand on her head as I ask.
Nah, it's nothing.
That's all Michiru will say about it. Just like the other times, she wouldn't say more about it. And now she's acting the same way and looking at Tono sadly. Then, hey Michiru.
Nee?
Is it my fault?
Huh? Is what?
The reason you look so upset.
Nee?
Michiru doesn't answer. She doesn't confirm nor deny. She just turns downcast, looking away from the sunset unfolding before us. I see. Tono seemed to take Michiru's silence for an answer and turns her gaze skyward away from Michiru. We stand there in the silence that slips through the gaps in the wind. I could tell that the end of the day was closing in.
I knew it. I knew something was different, Minagi.
Michiru gazes out at the sea. A gentle breeze gusts around her as she stands there. Different?
Yes.
What's different?
This place.
Michiru starts to say, then pauses. She looks down at her feet hesitantly, then lets out a deep breath that might qualify as a sigh. Like that. After another few quiet, deep breaths, she starts to speak again.
This place isn't where you belong, Minagi.
Huh?
You know how to, don't you? You're forcing yourself.
I'm not forcing.
Don't lie!
Michiru interrupts Tono forcefully.
You're lonely this way too, aren't you, Minagi? You can't hide it from me.
Michiru. Her voice sounds pained. Then she shouts, using the entirety of her tiny body to turn her feelings into words.
We were always together, so I know. I know you, Minagi.
How much will this expression of feeling be granted understanding? She also reaches out toward Minagi with her feelings. Will her feelings get through to the girls she's straining toward?
Ni.
Michiru stares at Tono, desperately fighting back the tears in her eyes. She maintains her gaze unbroken, and there's a strength in her eyes despite her youth. Michiru's gaze is still charged with emotions too strong for words as she reaches out for something.
Don't be like this, Minagi. You have to say when you're lonely or miss someone. You have to. If you don't, that makes me sad too. It makes me sad to see you like this.
Michiru.
So, please.
Yes. I'm sorry. Tono enfolds Michiru in a gentle hug, with the setting sun as a backdrop. It almost seems like her wings are unfurling.
Ni.
Eyes still welling up with tears, Michiru clings to Tono, soaking up her warmth. Their entwined feelings seem to reach the sea, and it turns a gentle side towards them, with a soft sea breeze in the deepening twilight. It seems like Michiru reached the sun, the sea with her feelings, all in its infinite breadth where it merges with the horizon. Watching the two, I feel a twinge of envy. I think about what I can do for them. Cute. I know, I love it. What can I do? Doesn't take that much thought. I can't do much, but there's definitely something that only I can do. And that's what I have to do. For these two, and for myself. I do a silly dance. And so?
Hey, Yukito Kunisaki?
On the way home, Michiru pulls on my shirt as I walk along, a short distance behind Tono. Her little hand conveys a lot of emotion. I know. I answer what she's thinking.
Yeah.
Michiru nods, smiling a bit, and then she mutters,
I'll leave it to you then, Yukito Kunisaki. This will finally end this long dream.
It's late at night. Tono and I are sitting on the bench together, looking up at the stars as usual. The deeper darkness seems to have drawn out more stars than ever in the sky. Let out a sigh, looking out at the world of night that stands poised to swallow me up. I made things difficult for Michiru. She says apologetically while I sit and compose my own thoughts. I have to do what I can. Hey Tono, I say calmly. Yes? I've decided to leave town. Huh? I've been here way too long. I think it's about time for me to go. Oh, she sags, clearly saddened. What will you do about the money you need for that? I don't have much, but... She shuffles around in her skirt pockets. No, don't worry about it. I'll manage. I hold her hands to stop her as she tries to push money on me. But it's fine, really. I always could have left town if I was determined to. I was just being stubborn about it. I wasn't going to leave until I made money to leave with this guy. I take out the doll and show her. I make it do a little bow, and as I do, and for some reason, she bows back. But I do actually have something to ask of you. Of me? Yeah. If there's anything I can do, you can do this. It should be simple. Simple? Yeah, it's a simple matter. You just have to leave this town with me, that's all. Huh? You don't want to? I don't understand. I want to show you. Show me what? The world. Show me the world? Yeah, the real actual world. It's not a dream. So, I grip her delicate hand tightly. Let's go. Let's go and find the world out there. I look her in the eyes. This is what I can do. This is all I can do for Tono and Michiru. Tono meets my gaze silently. We're both silent for a while, with only the sound of bugs buzzing in the background. It's a big question, I know. Go or not go with me? Then, yes, Tono smiles quietly beneath the summer night sky. That's her answer. August 9th. It's the morning like any other. We're surrounded by a pleasant sunlight and cicada sounds. Well, shall we go? I pat Tono on the shoulder while she washes dishes after our breakfast. Where to? Tono fixes me with a puzzled gaze, her head cocked to the side. Isn't it obvious? To get ready to leave. Don't act surprised. You think we can set out on our journey like this? She nods. I have changes of clothes and everything. Ha! That's nothing. I strike down the idea. Soaring on the road is much more intense than what you're thinking. Really? Well, you're still forgetting something very important. And what is that, Professor? I'll teach you as we go. Now it's time for action. Yes. We leave the station area and set out into town through the blazing heat. Tono doesn't seem satisfied with my explanation, but follows along in silence. I'm pretty sure it's the street. I have to feel my way forward along the streets to somewhere I've only been twice. Where are we going? Tono still hasn't realized where I'm headed. I'm probably taking a different route from what she's used to. If nothing else, I have a good sense of direction for my time on the road. So I don't think I'm going to get lost, and I'm sure she'll figure it out soon too. She'll know where we're going, to the place where she left something incredibly important to her. Then we come to a stop. She must have figured it out at some point, but she hasn't said anything yet. She just gazes at the exterior of the house she's always lived in wordlessly. Well, here we are at last, I say, downplaying the location and giving me back a light pat. Why though? She asks sadly, looking at the entryway of her own home. Because this is all I can do for you. I can't take all of her sadness from her. I would if I could, but doing it would also render the act meaningless. Her sadness is within her and nowhere else. So all I can do is set her on a course to face it head on. Are you confused? She nods silently. I see. Well, then look over there. I point to the veranda on the other side of the fence. How long do you plan to make her wait? It's Tono's mother sitting there in the sunlight as though waiting for someone. She's looking up at the sky as though in a daze and seems very lonely and very small. Mom. The expression on Tono's face is complex as she looks at her mother. Exactly. That's your mom over there. I put a hand on Tono's head. So now you have to make the final decision about what to do for yourself. I say, with my hand still on Tono's head. Go on a journey with me, or go somewhere on your own. Or go back to where you belong. The choice is yours. I get to decide? That's right. This is about what Minagi Tono wants for herself. Minagi? Yeah, that's you. You're Minagi Tono. Oh my. I know. I'm Minagi Tono. Tono whispers her name gravely. She slumps a bit, thinking of what to do. She says she stays like that for quite a while. How long will it take for her to trace back all that time she spent in the place she was born and raised? Her days of a happy childhood, and another stretch of less happy times, but her answer has been decided from the start. But even if she has only sadness left this is still her home. Mr. Kunisaki, Tono looks at me meaningfully. I nod back silently. Go on, go find what you forgot. Thump. I give her a light push to the small of her back. That was the silent promise Michiru and I made, the wish a little girl made to me. This is all I can do, but I'm the only one who can do it. I'm not being presumptuous or self-depreciating. It's just a natural, normal thing to do within our relationship. Mr. Kunisaki. Tono looks back and calls my name. See you tomorrow. I say before she can get any words out. She doesn't say anything. However, her mouth moves slightly, whispering her feelings to me. That's plenty for me. Then, still hesitant, she starts walking toward the opening in the fence. She won't have to look back in loneliness anymore. This is her first step as herself as Minagi Tono, and this is where it means to live in this world. I turn away from Tono. I look up at the summer sky above and see a single bird flying off into the distance. There's no need for wandering any longer. The place where she should go is within her reach at any time. Minagi! A voice very clearly rises up into the deep skies, flapping its wings like a bird. Hey Yuki-an! Welcome to the stream! How you doing? It's good to see ya. I begin to whistle. Is there any point to wings that can't fly? Suddenly, I remember something Tono said. There's a point, all right. They're a precious keepsake from the days you could fly. Isn't that right, Michiru? That night, I'm sitting on the bench alone and having been looked up at the stars for a while. All I can hear is the buzzing of various nocturnal insects. You're doing good. Happy to see you too. Awesome. Hope all is well today. The silence inevitably reminds me that I'm on a journey, and I think of a girl who found her home after wandering for so long. Minagi went home, didn't she? A familiar voice echoed out of the darkness. It's Michiru. Welcome back, I reply. I think it comes out quite calmly. I had a feeling she would come here. Whose route are you doing today? I'm on Minagi's route at the moment. Minagi and Michiru here. That's the one. Haha. I'm back! Michiru responds. That's all we can say in greeting. There's no need to say any more. We both sit on the bench together. I focus on the spot of the bugs, and Michiru sits there and lets her legs swing for a while.
Hey, Yukito Kunisaki?
Michiru asks, eyes downcast and staring at her feet.
Are you really leaving town?
Probably, yeah.
Nee, okay.
But I'm not sure when. After all, I still need the cash to get out of town. I jokingly bring my right thumb and index finger together in a circle to mimic a coin.
Yeah, that's a problem.
You have no idea, so I'll probably stick around here for a while longer. I'll let out an exaggerated sigh.
Nee, okay.
Yeah.
Well then, can I make a request about Minagi to you, Yukito Kunisaki?
Huh?
I can tell. Minagi will be okay without me now.
Are you planning on going somewhere? I stare at Michiru sitting there looking lonely, right beside me. At some point, Michiru shifts her gaze from her feet to the skies above.
Have to go home now.
Countless specks of light dot the sky tonight. You're going home?
Yeah.
Where to?
Up in the sky, there's this girl all on her own and lonely.
Michiru responds softly. It's not her usual youthful tone. She sounds much older now. The girl always has sad dreams and never any other kind. She can never be happy, so all she can do is dream of sad things. I'm just a fragment of those sad dreams. Does that mean? Michiru's words remind me. They call back to the girl my mom told me of the time after time when I was young. The sad girl with wings.
No, I think it's a little different.
Michiru shakes her head, putting a stop to my thoughts. I just got a small share of her dream. She has wings on her back, but they're badly injured. And her wings have a mysterious power. They hold memories from a lot of people, all sorts of them. But she's really miserable, so I want to save her. Aww. She gave me a single feather from her wings. There are people she misses and wants to see. She wants to meet them and to make them happy. And I know their happiness is her happiness. So I got her to give me a single one of her memories. I needed the memory to find the people, you see, because I don't have any memories of my own. Wings. Yes, Minim.
Did you know Yukito Kunisaki?
Did I know what?
People, they can't live without memories. But despite that, people can't live on memories alone. All dreams have to come to an end. Dreams that forget to end regardless of how happy they may be. They always turn sad at some point. And it's very lonely when they do. It's very painful.
Listen in silence. Small as she is, does her voice reach the sky? How far does the clean, still air permit her voice to reach?
So I'm going to go home.
I found so many happy memories here. So heartfelt story, I know. You haven't seen nothing yet, too. Both Minagi
and you gave me so many. I was able to take the pure sad memory the girl gave me and show it a little dream of happiness. So I'm going to go return the feather to her. I'm going to go see her, bringing all these happy memories with me. I'll miss the people I love and leave behind. But I'm only a dream. Stars have to leave the sky when the dawn comes.
She murmurs sadly, looking downcast again. But she looks up again right after, facing me head on.
I think Minagi will be okay without me now.
Michiru says it again.
And Minagi has to be yourself.
As she finishes her sentence, her voice rings out clearly. It's meant for someone she loves. I can feel her feelings in it clear as day. You're... Staring at her, I feel the words spill out. Your toe knows. It's like I'm grasping for something that doesn't exist. It's like I know that's what's there isn't really just an illusion.
I'm Michiru, and that's good enough.
She says with a faint smile. It's a smile that knows the happiness of being able to say her own name.
But, in the end, I'm not really Michiru. The real Michiru doesn't exist. She doesn't belong here. Being here is just a dream. And that dream is ending. Yeah, it was such a fun dream. I was so happy. I never got to be born into this world, but still.
Her voice is like the twilight itself as she begins to weep. I don't fully understand what her tears mean, but I'm sad all the same. It's painful to see a happy kid weeping. So I hold her in a hug, and I start gently patting her head until she smiles for me. That's all I can do, so I hold her until her tears dry. I look up into the sky at the stars. Stars that only ever shine in the dark of night. If they know the loneliness of disappearing, then I hope they'll grant this wish. Please don't take her away. I don't want to lose her to them. Is she gonna commit? You'll see. I'm not gonna say. Shh, the secret. She made our time together with warm and lively. I want her to be around forever. Forever and ever. Just the three of us, always. I never want to wake. I just want to continue this dream forever. But there will always be goodbyes, and all we can do is watch. It's a sad dream, a dream of loneliness, but life is nothing more than a sequence of meetings and partings, and thus the dream always ends. August 10th. The night ends and morning comes. The stars and their lights are gone from the sky now. In their place, the blue sky stretches outward endlessly above me, a color as beautiful as it is sad. But even so... Hey, Yukito Kunisaki? Yeah, what is it? Will you take one last request for me? Sure, anything you want.
Yeah, do you mean that?
Well, if it's something I can do.
Okay, don't worry. This is something only you and Minagi can do.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah, good.
So what do you want?
Well... Yeah, hurry.
Hey, don't pull on my shirt like that. You'll stretch it out.
Yeah, it's your fault for being slow, Yukito Kunisaki. Look at all the fish.
There's really are a lot.
Yeah, lots and lots.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Stop dancing.
Yeah, wiggle.
She walked through the greenery chasing after the wind. We don't have a specific destination. We don't need one. Just being together like this is enough.
I want my own memories. My own happy memories that are just for me.
I hope today ends up as a nice memory. I watched the two of them play in the sun. There's no need to do anything special. All of us just love spending time together. We're happiest like this with the ones we love. Just living our normal lives leaves us with happy memories. We climb up the road the mountain. What? The thick trees around us only let in a molted pattern of sunlight. I try to catch up to Michiru as she dashes ahead of us, but run out of breath as soon as before I can. Let's take a little break. I sat bent over and bracing my hands on my knees.
Yeah, pathetic. Look at him, Minagi.
Pathetic? Shut up. Oh, that made him mad.
Yeah.
Seriously. I start taking deep breaths, try to steady my breath. My lungs fill with the almost cloying smell of grass. It's the smell of summer.
Nope, I'm gonna keep going.
She starts running. I start walking too, trying to keep sight of her as she seems about to vanish out of view amid the sunbeams that leak through the trees. Shall we? Tono smiles kindly. Yeah. The corners of my mouth perk up at her smile. On Michiru's suggestion, we play hide and seek when we got to the shrine. It's terribly childish, but I don't mind that. Returning to childhood is a core part of enjoying any part of play, and we've all wished to stay kids forever. We wanted to remain children and able to give all of our memories beautiful form. We could hunt for them, find them, and smile about them together. Wanted to be kids who could live like that forever. For now, at least for now. We all sleep together that night. We put down a tarp that Tono's brought and sleep side by side with Michiru in the middle. As we lay down, it's like a starry sky above enfolds us. You're still not planning to go home? Give me a second, guys. Okay. I asked Tono teasingly. It's alright, I told my mom about it. Tono answers with a tranquil expression.
Yeah.
Michiru laughs happily between us. It's a pleasant night and we have a nice time together. We should be used to spending time together, but it never seems to lose its charm. I finally realize that I love spending time like this, with people I always want to stay with. I'm spending time with people I always want to be with.
Hey, Yukito Kunisaki?
Michiru asked from beside me in a tone so soft it wouldn't reach Tono. Yeah?
That is still a secret from Minagi.
I know. I understand what she's trying to say and pat her on the head. Is something the matter? Tono seems puzzled by Michiru and me.
Yeah, Yukito Kunisaki said he was happy to get to sleep with you, Minagi. Yeah, Minagi's blushing.
Hey, come on, don't say things like that. Whack.
No, I didn't think she'd blush.
Eep. And how long are you gonna stay red like that? You're blushing too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. We play around like that well into the night. No matter how late it gets, the warmth of the two beside me doesn't seem to lull me to sleep. And on top of that, I don't want to sleep. I feel like I'll find this was all a dream when I wake up, and it will never be within my reach again. Like it might end up forgotten within the passage of time. I'll lie there and look up at the stars until dawn comes, listening to the girls breathing beside me. That is still a secret from Minagi. Michiru said that, but Michiru, I'm sure Tono already knows. August 11th. I decide to make breakfast for them the next morning. I haven't slept at all, but I creep out of bed and start making rice before they or the sunrise. Tono wakes up before Michiru and the sun comes up and the temperature begins to climb. I'll help. Tono understands my intentions, so she offers to help instead of offering to do it herself. Her consideration makes me very happy. And could you make miso soup? Sure, I'll make it. She bows and starts working on the soup. Today, I brought an onion. She pulls a large onion from her bag and looks at me with a slight smile. Michiru actually really likes onions. Huh? I had no idea. Hydrate and stretch? Oh yeah, I will. Don't worry. She even says that onions are the most important part of her hamburg steak. She looks at Michiru, smiling as the smaller girl snores. She has inexpensive taste, huh? I look over at Michiru alongside Tono. Yes, she's an odd one. A gentle smile spreads across Michiru's face. New onion, she mutters in her sleep as though she can hear our conversation. Heh, I feel a small sense of peace when I see her like that. Tono's expression seems faintly lonely. Well, I'll hurry up and make breakfast then. Yeah, sure. Want to be sure our life is the same as always when she gets up. Want her to be happy when she wakes up from her dreams. And so we get to work making breakfast. Tap, 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 tap. Tono lays out a board on the bench and chops the onion. The peaceful sounds of summer ring out with her beat as the usual cicadas start to buzz for the day. I take it all in as I put the cooking pot on the fire and wait for the rice to cook. I put on a show with the doll for the two of them that afternoon. Michiru claimed it was unfair to Minagi since Michiru had seen it twice already. Whip! At the end of the show I have to do a little bow. The two of them clap.
Yeah, Ojutsu is really neat, huh, Minagi?
Michiru laughs innocently at the end of my show. Yes, that was neat. Tono seems impressed too. I just wish more people felt that way.
Nee? You mean most don't?
Yeah, sadly my shows don't have what it takes to draw a crowd. They do though, that was a lot of fun. Seriously? Very seriously. She nods. Oh no, I'm about to hug her. I barely fight off the urge. It was so much fun, I'm moved to give you this. She takes a white envelope out of her pocket. Well, it's been a while since I gotten any compliments. I accept the envelope and flourish it around. Has it? Yeah, I'm kind of happy. Just kind of. Should I have pretended to be happy for her sake?
Yeah, you could do Kunisaki. It feels awkward, Minagi.
Are you gonna sing a birthday song for me the 14th of August? If you remind me that that's your birthday on the 14th, then yes. Then yes, I will. Ha 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 ha. Oh.
Yeah, he's acting so happy that he wants to give you a big kiss.
A kiss? Hey, stop psychoanalyzing people.
Yeah. Eep.
And you, stop imagining that. I'm sorry. I was imagining it. You remind me. Alright, good. Seriously, I scratch my head. Anyway, thanks. I give her head a pat to show my gratitude.
Eep.
She blushes, unsurprisingly.
See, Minagi, he's happy.
Yes, I'm glad. That evening, we go up to the school roof. We can see the town off in the distance in the twilight. The sea breeze, propelled by the call of cicadas from the foot of the mountain, slowly subsides. The evening sun is still peeking out, so it will take some time until the stars come out yet. We were a bit early, but you miss the best stars if you don't get here early. The best? Well, we'll be looking forward to those then, I say, tossing the conversation Michiru's way.
Yeah, we will.
Michiru gazes off toward the setting sun with a carefree smile on her face. According to Tono, the first star of the night should be hugging the horizon tightly in the western sky as the sun sets, and so we wait to see it.
Ah!
Michiru points at the horizon.
Yeah, I see it, Minagi.
Yes, it's finally here. Clap, clap, clap. There are still traces of the setting sun in the western sky. The beautiful points of light that appear in the evening sky sing a gentle song for us. The voices in the chorus multiply one by one. It's the song of the summer's day memories, a song of gratitude for those of us able to close this day together. Isn't it beautiful? Tono has been silent for a while as the sky shifted into night, and now she speaks in a gentle tone. Yeah, it really is. I say what I'm feeling sincerely. I blush a little when I say it, but Tono and Michiru are both still smiling at me. Even so, am I the type of person who gets to say things like that? Am I the type of person who gets to see the beauty in this world? No, I don't think I am. I live without stopping or looking back, without eyes to see the world around me each day. It would be sad. It would be boring. But I might be able to go back to it. I might be able to grasp when I should have reached for it before. Mr. Kunisaki, Tono's gentle tones put a stop to my musing. And you too, Michiru.
You? What is it?
Do you want to make a wish, all three of us? Her school uniform skirt flutters nervously in the wind. You mean making a wish on the stars? I point to the countless points of light dotting the sky on the other side of the metal railing. Yes, I wish that the light of the stars would cleanse our hearts and leave us pure.
Okay, I'm in. Yeah, cleansing time.
Yes, cleansing time. The two join hands under the mesh-bound sky. Except,
Ni, Yukito Kunisaki, aren't you gonna make a wish?
I watch the two of them from behind. Mr. Kunisaki? Hey, Tono. Yes? Is that really what you want? Huh? The scene before my eye seems to waver for an instant. Really, you want everything cleansed? Sorry, but count me out. I want to embrace my ugliness and dirtiness. I made it all the way here as I am, so I don't want all that time to have meant nothing. Mr. Kunisaki, more than anything, it's my time in this town that makes me feel that way. Above all else, I want to hold on to the summer days the three of us spent together. Is that something you'd let go of? Tug.
Ni?
I pull Michiru by the arm and walk over to the stand in front of Todo. Would you let go of your memories with her? Minagi.
Minagi.
Answer me. What do you want?
That's enough, Yukito Kunisaki. You're upsetting Minagi.
It's not enough, though. You're...
Yeah, I said it's fine. Our memories will be with us forever, I know. Right, Minagi?
Tono. There's no other way, though, is there? No other way? No other way to do what? It was all my fault in the first place. What was your fault? She nods. My fault that I made a wish. Without it, nobody would be caught in any dreams, and Michiru could have stayed here forever.
Huh?
Clouds drift by in the sky. Desperately fragile wind begins to blow, bringing the curtain of night over the sea. The evening breeze spells the end of our quiet time here. I'm sorry. Minagi leaves the roof, holding her hand over her mouth. That leaves me there with Michiru. My legs don't move to follow her. The wind tugs at my clothes, raising flapping sounds. Just as I thought, she knows.
Yeah, you are always together.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Do you think I'm hurting Minagi?
Don't be silly. You couldn't possibly.
Ni, but...
Don't worry about it. She loves you with all her heart.
I love Minagi too.
It'll be alright. She knows that too. I guess that's precisely why she's acting this way. I know their relationship is deeper than I can imagine. If I assume Tono knows something about Michiru, then, if she knows everything about what happens after this,
the stars, aren't they beautiful?
There are countless twinkling lights visible through the metal mesh of the fence. A transient light. I can't entrust a wish to them. And yet I also feel compelled to gaze at their light, like a girl's heart so frail it could break it at a touch. I leave Michiru to stargaze as I head back to the station. The light is out in the station's waiting room. Tono must have gone to bed already. Let out a deep breath and relax my shoulders. I'm kind of relieved. If she was awake, we'd have to talk about what happened on the roof, but for now it feels like it would be cruel to make her talk about it. Just one night, it might be an easier conversation if I give her some time before that. Sit on the bench and continue looking up at the sky. Gradually, I feel my eyelids drift close in response to the star's invitation. Tomorrow, will Tono speak with me then? No. She'll never again. It's the next morning. I don't see Tono anywhere when I get up. I sit up at the bench alone and my forgotten sense of loneliness floods back into my still hazy thoughts. I raise both arms skyward and stretch. For just that moment, I feel sharp as a tack all over. Where could she have gone so early in the morning? There's a breakfast laid out, still warm in the usual spot. Steam wafts up into the morning air when I open the lid on the cooking pot, and there beside it is a scrap of white paper from a memo pad sitting atop the neatly laid out dishes and utensils. Tono's message catches the sunlight, revealing handwriting with smooth lines. I've gone to school. I'll be back later. That's all it says. Oh, summer school then. I murmur, feeling relieved as not having to see her. We can't avoid her awakening much longer, and I may be the only one who's most scared of that. I leave the station area after I finish eating. I don't really have an objective. I'm just out for a walk or a stroll, sightseeing even. I see a white bird flying off in the distance. Is that a gull? Its oddly high-pitched calls and unpleasantly sharp in my ears. Now where should I go? Wander around town for a bit, Austin thought. I don't come across a single familiar face. Just drift through the town like a cloud on the breeze. And then I find myself arriving at the deserted shrine. I'm not sure why I ended up here. I wasn't thinking at all. Just let some unknown force call me here. All I see are trees thick with green on all sides as I look around. But I wonder why. I feel like something's different here. The air seems unlike everywhere else. There's a gentle yet sad feeling in the air, like it's sensational. Good morning. Huh? I hear a voice. Shaken for an instant, I turn toward it. I see Michiru standing there. Hey, it's rare to see you here. I greet her casually.
Nah.
But she just seems upset, judging by her face, and doesn't respond at all. We start walking. The sun had still been in the east when I headed out, but now hangs high in the sky overhead. Why were you up at the shrine? Asked Michiru as she walks with me.
Well, there's another me there.
With that, she won't say anything more about it, so I don't ask anything more either. Both of us walk back to the station together in silence. We arrive back at the station in the afternoon. We both sit on the bench and wait hungrily together.
Minagi's late.
Yeah. How long have we been waiting like this for Tono to come back? What's the matter?
Nee? Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, I'm hungry, aren't you? My stomach keeps growling. Yeah!
She says, seemingly pleased, and slaps her own stomach.
How's Big Eater Yukito Kunisaki handling this?
Michiru leans over and presses an ear to my stomach. Then she stops moving. Michiru. I stroke her silky hair as she leans across my lap.
Hey, Yukito Kunisaki?
Yeah?
I have a request.
What? The cumulative clouds of the afternoon develop into rain clouds that cover the red sky. A fierce rain pours down, making a thunderous racket. I rush to her through it. The sight of the rain pounding down on her small frame tears at my heart. Where should I go? I already know the answer. A request?
Yeah, this is something only you can do, Yukito Kunisaki, so I hope you'll agree.
I run toward the rain as though it will soothe the girl's wounds. My shoes are soaked from splashing through puddles. Water has gotten into them somehow as they squelch with every step. The sounds are swallowed up by the town around me that's swallowed up in the white haze, vanishing the instant they arise. But there's no need for me to follow them. I simply chase after where I see her through the downpour. The water pounds down in between us, but once I'm through it, I know I'll see the blue sky of summer again. She doesn't realize that, then I want to show her. We're all standing beneath the blue sky all the time.
Minagi is confused. She's still reluctant to wake from her dream. So you have to wake Minagi from her dream. If you don't, then none of us can move forward.
I climb the white linoleum stairs. My footsteps turn into a trail of puddles behind me. I hurry down the dark hallway. The only light in the darkness is the yellow light showing the emergency exits. Squelch, 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 squelch. The noise from my shoes reverberates down the hall. How many steps have I climbed so far? And I look back, the way behind me is shrouded in darkness, and I can't count them properly. Not that it matters. However many steps the stairs have, it doesn't change anything. There's an end, and I just have to keep climbing without stopping. I'll get there eventually. This is my last request!
But it's really self-centered when I want you to make the memories of me something she can always smile back on. So
I keep following the stairway up to the roof. The dark gray metal door looms there in the darkness. Reach out and turn the cold doorknob. Check! It makes a faint sound. I push on it and the heavy door opens with a groan. Pale moonlight illuminates the scene, making the concrete look even darker. The rain stopped at some point, and now the stairs began to peek out through the gaps in the clouds, or the stars, rather, and a girl stands there gazing up at the starry sky. The rain finally passed, she says, looking down at her feet at the reflections of distant lights there, as stoked with rain as the ground is. Didn't even see when the clouds became stars. Each day really does go by fast, so fast. The sound of droplets falling seemed to call out to the wind as drums away under the night sky. Really does. Tono smiles at me a little when I respond. This time of day always makes me think. I always wonder, couldn't I have done more that day? You regret each day? She shakes her head, still silent. No, I don't think that's it. I don't think it's really regret. It's more like resolving to do tomorrow the things I couldn't get to today. To dream of the next day the way a happy child feels. Then why? Huh? Why are you crying? I'm not crying at all. She murmurs, averting her eyes. Stop being ridiculous. You don't have to be stubborn. Stubborn? There's nothing wrong with crying when you want to cry. I want to touch her, so I gently place a hand on her shoulder. But then, Tono shakes off my hand. Tono? Why? Why am I stubborn? Is it stubborn to put on a strong face for a close friend? Hey, whoa. Tono's voice sounds different than from usual. She's sad and incredibly lonely. If I cry now, then when is she supposed to cry? She never got to cry even once. She never got to feel the need to cry. Tono. But despite that, she always smiled for me. She was there for me. If only she had hated me, then the dream could have ended. I try to imagine how much her sadness has weighed on her before she finally let her feelings show. With no choice but to accept warmth that shouldn't exist, and no way to make the place she deserved for herself outside of dreams. But dreams have to come to an end. Dreams end by their nature. That's what makes them dreams. She's tiny and shivering, so I wrap her up in a hug. Right now, that's all I can do for her, and I know that no words I can say will mean more than this. And so, in the silent place, I hold Minagi Tono close under the stars high above. It's always the same dream, she murmurs, leaning against me. Even if I reach out for her smiling face where I know she should be, I never reach her. I reach out again and again, but there's no warmth to show that she's there. I cry and call out, but all I can reach is cold air. But even then, she smiles for me. I want to stroke her hair, I want to smile for her too. But she's not there, I can't reach her. I feel her against my chest. Tono's hands tighten when she's gripping my rain-soaked shirt. I can feel her trembling where her arms are wrapped around me. To. No, that's wrong. Minagi. I call her by your beautiful name. Yes. I can hear a faint reply from my chest. Have you been lonely? I ask. That's my only question. Yes. I see. I hold her tighter. I try running my hand through her still wet hair. I can feel how warm it is and never want to let her go. It moves me to say more. Then need to wake her up from her dream. So that she can always wake up to sunbeams after her dreams. So that she can always have warmth there with her. The wind blows in from the sea in the distance. Eventually, it makes its way to the town. You can't even cry from happiness if you're stuck in a dream forever. That's right. She left something important on the other side of it in a dream. Left, not forgotten. Is this enough? She says, because it's here. Yeah, it's enough. I tell her. I want her to wake in peace. Hey, Minagi? Yes? What do you want to do? Huh? What do you want to do for those you love? What do I want? Right, what do you personally want for them? The end of a dream. The end of a long dream from which no waking was ever expected. Open your eyes. What do you see? Who do you see? Are they smiling? They are, aren't they? Those faces you care so deeply for. It was a home as warm as a sunbeam, with a mother that was always smiling, and a strong, gentle father that tied it all together. I love that home. I was very happy living there with my parents. There was this one painting on the white wall of a mysterious girl with wings on her back. It was my first memory. It had been there since before I could walk or speak. Hey, Mom, why does she have wings? Why don't I have wings? I asked my mother the same question over and over, bothering her constantly. I wonder why. Wouldn't it be nice if you grew wings and could fly someday, Minagi? That was how she always responded. I never got a real answer, but she would always smile a little after she said that. That was true for all of her responses. never really wanted wings. Even if I had wings that could fly free, I would turn back right away and return home, to this home where my dear parents are. My father bought the painting of the girl with wings when I was born. In addition to his job as the station director for the town, my father was also a dreamer and a gentleman with an interest in astronomy. My clearest memory of him was on one summer night. I heard cicadas calling while he gave me a ride on his shoulders. I liked to look at the sky and listen to him talk as we walked together. Swaying with his shoulders, the stars I saw shining off in the distance were more beautiful than any gems. It was a more wonderful scene than any dream I'd ever dreamed in my warm bed. I was free to fly between the stardust in the sky atop my father's shoulders, just like the girl in the painting. Even without dreams, I could fly any time I wanted. Look, Daddy, it's the first star of the night! We competed to be the first to spot it. I always won those competitions. That's amazing, Minagi. You should let your dad win sometimes, though. No, it's a race. You're even tougher than your mother. But I already knew. My father always lost on purpose. Never said anything about it, though. Both like to look at the stars. Hey, Mom. Are you really okay? Does it hurt? It was a spring day. I was touching my mother's enlarged stomach and peering at her face with concern. I'm okay. What's the matter? Why are you so worried? She said, ruffling my hair gently. But, my stomach's not like this because I'm sick, Minagi. The gods gave me a little extra share of happiness, and it's making my stomach big like this. What's happiness? A really good thing for you and me and your father. Huh? I guess it's a hard concept at your age. Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, I know, sweetie. Well, how about this? My mother took the painting from the wall and put it in front of me. What would you wish for if the gods granted you just one wish? I get to make a wish? Yes, just one. Just one? I don't know. Want a doll, and new clothes. My mind overflowed with a variety of potential wishes, but one of them shone brighter than the rest. Oh, I know. Did you make up your mind? Yeah. I want a little sister, I said, blushing a little. You do? I want to play house with her and blow bubbles with her and play together. I didn't have any friends to do that sort of thing with yet. It wasn't that I liked being alone. I always wanted to call out to the kids playing in the park to invite me in when I watched them from far off. But I couldn't do it. I didn't have the courage to say even a single word, so I'd always played house and blew bubbles on my own. When you play by yourself, you have to fill several people's. This all happened when I began to feel genuinely lonely. Well then, put your hand on my stomach, my mother had said, gently placing my hand on her. I could feel a soft heartbeat and warmth through my palm. Now close your eyes and make a wish to the gods. Say, I wish I had a cute little sister. Huh? My mom just smiled lovingly. I didn't really understand what she meant, but I repeated after her. Wish I had a little sister to play house with. I made my wish. A little child's earnest wish far removed from a prayer, but it was a sincere wish and I entrusted it to the gods. Was that good? I opened my eyes and looked up at my mother. My mother smiled and nodded back, looking into my eyes as she did. I'm sure the gods will grant your wish for you. Thinking back, I suspect she must have already known she was having a girl when she said that. I only understood that she was pregnant a little while after that. The seasons passed quickly and soon it was summer. I woke up in the sound of cicadas in the garden each morning, squinting against the sunlight from the window. It was that kind of summer. My goal each morning when I woke up was to talk to my little sister who was inside my mother's stomach. They were about silly things. It's hot today, huh? Hello, is it uncomfortable in there? We had hamburger steak for dinner yesterday. I'll stay with you all day today. I tried to think of fun topics to make sure my little sister had a good time. But looking back, of course, as a child, I didn't come up with any truly incredible stories. She might well have been exhausted with my tales, but I kept talking to her. My little sister would sometimes kick inside my mom, which I liked and took as a sign that she was having fun. Day after day, I talked to her like that. I couldn't wait for her to be born. Then we could play together and not just talk. Except, in the end, my wish wasn't granted. Oh. It was the hottest day of summer. It's morning. I walked through my house looking for my mom in order to talk to my sister like I always did. She was in the kitchen. I could smell the miso soup she was making for breakfast. I loved that smell. My mother had fallen to the ground in the middle of the kitchen. She lay there on the cool floor moaning, her face contorted in pain. I didn't know what to do. All I could do was stand there. When she noticed me, my mother smiled slightly to reassure me, pale as she was. I'm fine. It's all right. I still can't get to the sound of her voice as she said to leave my ears. I don't remember what happened after that. Next thing I knew, I was sitting with my father on a couch in a dark hospital hallway. He just sat there, slumped over, not saying anything. I was worried seeing him like that, and tugged on the short sleeve of his shirt. But he didn't say anything. He just turned a little bit toward me and gave me a weak smile. I was so sad. Wasn't sure why, but I had never seen my father's face like that, and it made me sad. A while later, the door opened to the emergency room my mother was in. Doctor with a big blue mask on his face came out. Father stood up and the doctor took his big mask off. He was a younger man than I had expected. After exchanging just a few words with my father, the young man shook his head slowly. Both mother and child are in an extremely delicate condition right now. I didn't understand the things he said. Later, I would learn that my mother was suffering from severe something or other at the time. Looking at my father's face, all I was sure of was that my mother was in danger. I was convinced that my little sister had gotten up to some sort of mischief in my mother's belly. Mom said that she was okay. One of my aunts from among the relatives who had come to the hospital that night took me home. My father stayed at the hospital. That night, I snuck away from her and ran away to the station. Didn't know anywhere else you could see more stars than there. And I made a wish to the gods, wish for my mom to get well soon, wish for her to stay here with me. My little sister was troubling my mom, then I need to scold her as the older sister. Made a wish to the gods not to take my mother away. Might have been something close to a prayer made out of jealousy and resentment. Maybe for just a moment I resented my little sister. The next day I headed for the hospital with my aunt again. My mom had been moved to a new room, where my mother was asleep on a bed with an oxygen mask. I was glad to see that she was safe. The gods had granted my wish. Reassured, I hugged my father from behind while he sat on the bed beside her. Wanted to enjoy the good news with him, but even seeing me pleased, my dad just gave me the same smile he had the day before. What's wrong, Daddy? He didn't say anything as I asked while hanging on to his neck. I made a wish to the gods last night. Wished for Mom to get well soon. I bet they granted my wish. I told the story in hopes that he would be pleased and praise me with a pat on the head. But he didn't say anything. He didn't pat me on the head. He just looked at me with sadness in his eyes. Why did he make that face? Why didn't he praise me? Thought I did something right. A while after that, my mother came back home. I was very happy. We could all eat delicious meals together again and have a good time as a family. And when my little sister was born, every day would be even more fun. I look forward to that day. Hey, Valverde! How you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see ya. But she was never born, no matter how long I waited. When my mom came back from the hospital, her stomach wasn't big anymore. Even as young as I was, I knew what that meant. Little sister had gone away somewhere. That made me sad. Hi, what's up? I worried that my wish to the gods was why she wasn't here anymore. Left me devastated. Maybe the saddest for my punishment from the gods for feeling resentful. But above even that, I was sad. And my mother changed. Today's dinner is Michiru's favorite, Hamburg steak. I thought this outfit would suit Michiru so well, I just had to get it. Michiru, it's bath time. You want to bathe with Mommy? Yeah, poor little sister. My mother started calling me Michiru. Michiru was the name that was picked out for my little sister. No, Mommy, I'm Minagi. I told her over and over, but my mother stopped calling me Minagi. My little sister hadn't gone anywhere. She was right there. I'd become Michiru. So what had become of Minagi? My mother and father began to fight a lot, especially late at night. Often heard them fighting in the kitchen after I had gone to bed. That made me sad. The idea of my parents fighting when they used to be so close was the saddest thing of all. Holding my breath under the covers, I looked out at the stars I could see through my window. Don't get mad at her, Daddy. Don't be mad. Let's go look at the stars together. You love the stars too, Daddy. Tomorrow I'll take Mommy with me to meet you at work. And the three of us, we can all look up at the stars. We won't have to fight anymore. We can all be happy like we always used to be. A while after that, my father left us. Alright, this is going on a little bit long in my opinion. My mother and I stayed at the house together, and I lived on an entirely different life from then on. Our family remodeled the house to avoid any painful reminders of the past. I didn't leave any traces of my father at all. My father, whose whereabouts I didn't know. All I had left of him were the stardust he gave me that painted the girl, and that painting of the girl with wings. Even then, each day I would make my way to the station where he had worked at to look for him. I would wait for my father until the sun went down and the sky was filled with stars. The staff members who had worked with him worried for me and tried to contact him, but nothing came of it. "I'm sorry, Minagi," the station attendants would say to me. When I went home, I would have to be Michiru. Minagi didn't live at my house anymore, but I could accept that. My mother would only smile when she called me Michiru after my father left, so I was content to let her. I decided to keep being Michiru to see her happy, except at some point I stopped smiling myself. A long time went by like that. At some point I entered elementary school, but I never made any friends. I was always alone. Even knowing I wouldn't find my father, I still went to the station each day. Didn't play house anymore. I was a big girl at elementary school, and playing like that just reminded me of the warmth of the past. I always played by blowing bubbles on my own. I got very good at it since I was doing it on my own so often. I was very happy. Really liked making a bunch of bubbles of all sizes and sending them skyward. But of course I wanted to play with someone else too. And then one day, when I went to the station like usual, there was a girl sitting on the bench like I always sat on. She was younger than me and really cute. Was she waiting for someone? I watched her from afar, but she was alone for quite a while. She didn't seem to be waiting for someone. I worked up the courage to walk over and sat by her. She seemed like a bit surprised when I showed up and kept looking at me out of the corner of her eye. But I couldn't make myself say anything. I had the courage to get as far as sitting there, but I didn't know how to approach someone under the circumstances. I got nervous. A heavy silence settled between us two kids, but I couldn't let the chance escape me. I don't know why I felt that way. I wanted to make friends with her. I really liked her. No, that wasn't quite it. Something about her made me think that, though. It was a feeling incredibly similar to homesickness. All that remained was to find an opportunity. I could just find a chance to say something, I was sure we'd be friends. I wondered what to do. I never worried about something so much in my life. And then I reached a conclusion. I suddenly pulled out my bubble blowing kit and blew a bubble for her. "Oh!" she explained in a cute, quiet voice. It was a success. So silently I handed her the straw. We smiled at one another. That was enough. "Thanks!" I never forget how she smiled then. After that, we blew bubbles and played together until the sun went down. The girl seemed fairly clumsy, and I could never successfully blow a bubble. All the same, she seemed to be having fun. I had fun too. She was very lively, and I fell in love with her immediately. Burbujas? I don't know what that means, Valverde, but, sounds cool. Oh, bubbles. Bubbles! Then we parted ways. In the twilight, we exchanged a little promise by saying, "See you tomorrow." "What's your name?" the girl asked. "I'm Michiru, so you can call me that." She said her own name excitedly. It was a very familiar one to me. A name that should have made me sad, but I thought it was a great name, and it suited her perfectly. "I'm Minagi." Introduced myself. With Michiru right there, I could use my real name. I could be Minagi with her. That made me very happy. And I realized I was smiling. That night, something was different at home. The painting was gone. Intuitively, the thought came to me, she's that girl from the painting. I felt like the girl from the painting had appeared to be my friend, and she had the same name as my little sister who I had lost. Even if I was all just my fantasy and a product of my imagination, it made me happy, because I had always wanted to be the girl's friend ever since I was just a small child, and I had always wished for my little sister I could play with. Finally, I wasn't alone anymore. I wasn't alone. I was too excited to sleep that night. I just kept thinking about what else we could do when we played the next day. I didn't want to go to sleep. I was afraid it would all turn out to have been a dream when I woke up if I went to sleep. I wanted to stay in this dream. I wanted to dream forever, never waking, just dreaming forever. But I have to wake up from my dream. Dreams can only ever be dreams. They can never be memories. I'm sorry. And also... Okay, we're back to the present day. Oh my god, that took forever. Yukito. Yeah? Tomorrow, there's someone I want to introduce to Michiru. You want to introduce her to someone? Yes. I want to give Michiru a memory she doesn't have yet. A special one that she'll treasure. Alright, hope she likes it. Yes. Will you come with us, Yukito? Naturally. Yes, naturally. Yeah. Now come on, let's hurry back home. She said she'd be waiting. She'll get lonely if we leave her by herself for too long. Yes. So I prayed. I prayed for warm sunlight to always find your smile. Dawn comes. The day begins. It's no different from the way any other day begins. Well, I want it to be. I want that to be true. At least I don't want the summer around us to change. I don't want to ever forget my summer in this town. I can't help but make my own wishes.
Nee, good morning.
Today we wake up at the same time in the morning again. Good morning, Michiru. Minagi and Michiru and me. We woke up a total mess as usual, I see. I say, giving her disheveled hair a pat as she rubs sleep from her eyes.
Yeah, my sleep style is ultra wild.
It's not ultra wild. Now go untangle your hair.
Nee.
I'll comb it out for you, Michiru. Minagi gently passes a comb through Michiru's hair. Slowly, slowly. She seems to stroke each individual strand of hair to soothe it.
Yeah, this feels nice.
It does? Yeah. Well, then I'll keep doing it.
Yay!
The sunlight shines through the dew. The two girls are laughing and having a great time. It's a radiant scene. I could watch this forever. Why is that then? I know we will have to say goodbye soon. How could the time until then be so pleasant and peaceful? I could scream and cry or run away, and yet, why do I want to stay here? How are they able to smile? The answer is simple. They're happy with the people they care about around them. It's natural to laugh and smile when you're happy. Michiru?
Nee?
Today, there's somewhere I want to go with you. Minagi brings it up just after noon, and the sun starts to descend in the west. The girls had been blowing bubbles and playing as usual in the summer afternoon.
Oh, where? Where are we going?
Michiru hugs Minagi, her eyes full of excitement. My house.
Huh?
Michiru's movement seemed to falter for just a moment. I can see a shadow of loneliness pass over her eyes. For dinner, I thought we could eat there. At your house, Minagi? Yes, at my house.
Nee.
It's obvious that Michiru is confused, though I guess that shouldn't surprise me. In actuality, it should actually be a warm, welcoming home for Michiru too. A place to be surrounded by a loving family and eat the hamburg steak as she loves so much. A place she would hold dear, and also a place she couldn't get to if she wanted, a place she's never been, and Minagi's wishes to take her there. It's not out of sympathy or anything. Michiru is Minagi's closest friend. She's a family member that Minagi will always treasure.
Nee. Okay.
Michiru nods. Good. Minagi smiles and gently strokes Michiru's head. And what sort of memory will this become for Michiru? What color of happiness will it be, and how far can it soar into the sky? If prayers from someone like me can make this into a wonderful day, then I'll put everything I have into praying for these two. Minagi and I walk behind Michiru on the way to the house, watching her as we go. She seems to be some combination of lonely, sad, and excited, and neither of us knows how to approach her. Ouch, you're tired, it's so warm outside. Hey, just like in the game. See, this game is bringing out the summer vibes, Minim. Haha. Squeeze! Something squeezes my sleeves plaintively. Look down and see Minagi tugging at my shirt with a worried look on her face and looking toward Michiru. I'm so cruel, she says suddenly. What I'm about to do might hurt her. I may just be taunting her with something she'll never get. But even so, I want to take her there. I want them to meet at least once. The mother I love, and the one who was always there for me. Poke. Poke! I wonder what she must be feeling. This girl who's playing someone else's role for so long. Who went through misery to let someone she loved be happy. Who lost her home and herself and yet never stopped loving. Even if today ends up a purely sad memory, who could blame her for trying? I certainly can't. This girl, Minagi Tono, has always been kind to everyone. It's out of her kindness that she has held onto some sentiments most people would have forgotten for so long, and we are enveloped in her warmth. I've been lucky enough to spend these tranquil days in such a profound, comforting warmth, and so, that's precisely why. I softly put my hand over her beautiful, pale fingers where she tugs at my shirt. It'll be fine. Does my smile reach her? It's going to go off without a hitch. And then Michiru finally reaches the house. Sitting at the dinner table, I can hear the soft sounds of wind chimes. It's a home as warm as the sunbeam, where it feels like someone would be waiting for your return. And I want to believe there's a happy situation. I want to believe it's all been a pleasant dream, so happy it could bring you to tears. At first, Michiru is just confused. Even when presented with one of her beloved Hamburg steaks, she doesn't move to eat. She just sits there and stares blankly at the friendly smiles around her, chopsticks in hand. We'll see, Minim. Let me keep on reading this, alright? You'll see when the time comes.
Oh no!
I just realized I haven't asked your name. The cause of Michiru's hesitation says with a friendly smile. Won't you tell me?
Ni? My name?
Yes, what's your name?
Ni.
Michiru looks up at Minagi sitting next to her when asked. Go ahead, tell her. Minagi answers with a very warm look in her eyes for Michiru.
It's okay?
Yes.
Ni.
Michiru gives a slight nod upon seeing Minagi smile. Her voice trembles.
My name is Michiru.
Huh? Did you say Michiru? Yes, I see. Your name's Michiru.
Ni. So, the truth is,
Ni. What a nice name.
Huh?
Don't be shy, Michiru. Your food's getting cold. Hurry up and eat. Minagi told me Hamburg steak is your favorite. Oh my, is something the matter?
Ni? No, it's nothing. Thank you for this meal. Much.
What do you think? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm glad. Well, I'll have you know this is my own recipe. Even taught Minagi how to make it too. Would you like to try both and see whose is better?
They're both amazing.
I did expect you'd like both.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. There was never anything to be worried about. Hey, what's this?
What's this?
Taro boiled in broth. Do you like it?
This is really yummy.
I'm so glad. The name Michiru is very dear to her. Even if it's a name with sad memories for her. Even if it's a name that only exists in memories. For her, it's also the name of her beloved daughter. So it follows that she'd be delighted to meet a girl who goes by that name. Because all it takes is everyday kindness of the sort that everyone is capable of. Hey Michiru, have some of mine, she says, offering Michiru some of the Hamburg steak from her plate.
You
don't mind? Michiru looks up at her face. Not at all. I'd be delighted for you to eat as much as you like. She smiles her warm smile and gives Michiru a hug. Don't worry about a thing. Just eat up.
Oh! Thank you!
Aww. Ain't that nice? There was so much warmth. Hey, totally awful! Haven't seen you in years, and through it all, such kindness. Hello, is this Bye? Or BL? Words that had waited so long to be spoken. I don't know what BL means, but how have you been? I may not have been born. And it took so very long, but working now, unemployment era ended. That's good. No more unemployment, right? Even so? Yaoi? What's that? Sorry, I don't know these terms. I'm very, very stupid. I can say proudly now that I'm happy. Boys love? I'll be sure to come back. You might need to go into a more description than that. Like, what do the boys love? So, just for now. Ah. This is goodbye. Mom. Michiru is clearly a girl, so this can't be boys' love. I had a lot of intense feelings. It's like Japanese media of boys who love boys. It's a fairly big niche, actually. It definitely is not that, then. 100% is not this. You couldn't be farther from what this is than that word there. So, yeah, no, it's not that. It's a normal visual novel. Gentle ones and warm ones. And at times, a sadness so intense it seems to tear my heart from my chest. And yet, I never wanted to let her go. Thus, my intense feelings of love clashed. Look up at the night sky and listen to the beautiful serenade that always accompanied it. Visual novels and mangas are big. He was joking. Oh, gotcha. I don't know. Think I know? I don't know that well. Will we be happy to have been here under this gentle starlight? For all the sadness we felt, the injuries we've suffered, and the people we've let down along the way, even with all that, can we claim happiness? Even with all that behind us, can we face the future head on? Mr. Kunisaki? Yeah? Michiru was happy, wasn't she? Yeah, she was happy. So it wasn't a mistake. And it's okay for us to be walking like this. Right? There was no mistake. I'm glad. I hope, your job is good, by the way. Hope it's a good one and not a rotten one. We were out walking at night. 3 of us walk back down the rural path that connects the shrine to the town. Michiru breathes softly as she sleeps on my back. I guess she's worn out from all the excitement. Managi and I walk shoulder to shelter her and let her sleep in peace. Didn't know you stream visual novels? Yeah, from time to time. Not too many, though. Because it does take a lot out of me. A lot of reading and stuff. There are no streetlights around here, and we move slowly, feeling out our footing. But the bright moonlight and fireflies like stars in the sky watch over us. There's nothing to worry about. We can just keep moving forward.
Hey, wait for me!
Come on, we have to hurry, we'll miss the festival! Job is great, you have to go out at 5:45. At night, or in the morning. Reach home at 19:30, cause need 2 buses. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of buses, that's a long time. Well, I wish you luck at it. I hope it's good for you.
I know. Ha ha ha, hurry, come on!
I hear 2 young girls having fun as they rush toward us from the opposite direction. Battle. Enemies. We must fight them now, guys. Did their mother dress them? They're both struggling to run in yukata that they're clearly not used to wearing. And then... whoosh! The 2 girls dash past us. Mr. Kunisaki. I really did want to stay like this forever. I wanted us to be together, forever. I wanted us to always feel the same winds on our faces. Other people might see us and laugh at us, or say we're just living in a dream. We'll go rest now, you just got home. Alrighty, totally awful. Have a good rest, alright? And welcome home. They might even get mad and yell at us about our life together is just a dream. But yeah, I'll see you soon.
Bye-bye!
But that wouldn't bother me. Because we'd be happy together. There's a familiar wind blowing. It's gentle wind that gives me a sense of peace. There's the song of the distant stars and the whispering of the moon. Let the warmth of this endless dream soak into me. I take it in, leaving nothing to regret should I ever wake. Think you'll take a nap too? Sounds good when this in-game day is done. And to be sure to dream with dreaming. Time passes in the usual places and the usual ways. Then, I'll hang on to this. We've just combined all 3 of our Stardust portions into a single bottle on Managi's suggestion. We all knew why, and there's no reason to object. They say that Stardust shows its holder the route to happiness. So we wanted to put it all together. If our happiness isn't shared, it isn't worth anything. And then we made our wish. To make sure our happiness comes true. Our happiness for all 3 of us. Over here.
Wait up, Managi.
All of us are younger? The 2 sisters are laughing beside me as they play in the bright sunlight as always. Come on, Yukito, you hurry up too. I'm going along with them, of course.
Come on, let's play.
Everyone is smiling brightly. Just the 3 of us spending a quiet time together with a gentle breeze blowing. What do you want to play today?
Let's blow bubbles!
You love blowing bubbles, don't you, Michiru?
Bubbles, bubbles!
I want all of us to always laugh together. We may have to look back and reflect sometimes, and we may miss our pasts when we get lost, but we'll always keep moving forward into tomorrow. Tomorrow is our goal, with treasured memories of the past to nourish us along the way. I think that's what it means to wish for happiness.
Yeah, keep it safe, Managi.
Yes. Tono holds the bottle carefully, cradling it to her chest.
No, I'm hungry.
Oh, I guess it's afternoon already. Let's have to eat. Then I'll make lunch. She puffs out her chest and stands at attention, holding a frying pan and spatula she produced from somewhere.
I want a hamburg steak.
Michiru howls. Ta-da! In answer to her groaning, Tono produces a plastic container from somewhere and shows it to us. I take it and open it. Michiru comes up and peers at it from under my arm.
Whoa, it's hamburg steak!
Michiru howls again. Woke up early and prepped everything. She puffs up with pride.
Hurry, Managi, it's hamburg time!
Yes. Michiru's hair shakens like a dog's wagging tail as she dances around, and Managi nods back with a smile. Well, do you want to play with me until the food's ready then?
Nyawa?
It'd be boring to just sit and zone out, wouldn't it? I say, pointing at the bench, specifically at the spot where the bubble-blowing kit is rested. Let's see who can do it better today.
Nee, you asked for it!
Her eyes light up and she clenches her fists in excitement. Tono starts preparing the meal off to the side of the bench. We'll take a straw on the counter, container of soapy water, and face each other. Then we both dip our straws in at the same time and start blowing bubbles into the sky. Pop! Both bubbles pop at once just as they start to grow.
New.
Again.
Foo-foo.
Pop.
Papa. Oh ah. Foo.
Pop.
Papa.
Oh ah. Okay.
Let's open my eyes.
That stings. Both flail about. Damn, I hate blowing bubbles.
Ew, this is not going well.
Hey, Tono. Yes? Is there a trick to blowing bubbles? A trick? Yeah, you're good at it, aren't you?
Teach me, Managi.
A trick. Let me think. Try to be gentle with them. Tono thinks for a while and then she says with a grin, "Ah, right, be gentle." I don't really get what she means. Michiru doesn't seem to either and looks over at me. For now, if we just keep trying, we'll eventually get one right. Well, let's give it a try.
Ew, okay.
We each stick our straws back in the soapy water and get ready. Do your best. Inaki cheers on. The intermittently something popping noises continue for a while after that. I notice an appetizing smell. It smells so nice it reawakens the hunger I had forgotten about. Lunch is ready. Oh, nice, I was hoping you'd say that.
Yay, hamburg steak!
Michiru and I both shiny with soapy water when we turn toward Managi. Seeing that gets a laugh from her. We laugh along with her. Ha ha ha! The sound of our happiness rises up toward the blue sky, the summer sky high above. The sound vanishes into the clouds. We wipe our faces on towels and sit down for lunch. We have a picnic tarp laid out, the hamburg steaks and rice are laid out atop it along with cups of soup. Really thought of everything, down to the paper plates and cups. Impressive, Tono.
You're the best, Managi.
Tee-hee. She seems proud but also a little shy. Please eat up before it gets cold. Before Tono finishes speaking, Michiru's mouth is already in motion. He didn't even say thanks for the meal. Whack.
Thanks for
A single chop doesn't slow her down. Munch munch. And I realize Tono has her chopsticks in hand and is eating already too. Thanks for the meal.
You're wide open!
Whip. What? Ah, my steak! Half of my hamburg steak vanishes, cleanly sheared off from where it was on my paper plate.
Ew, that's so good!
Hey, give that back.
Nah.
Oh, you're disgusting. With your mouth closed at least.
But you said to give it back.
I know. Silly, right? Yeah. So it's all my fault then, Mr. Kunisaki. You can have some of mine, she says, offering me half of her own. No, it's fine. It's my fault for letting her get the best of me. I still have half of. I say and look down to see the remaining half is gone too. Now.
Much go.
Boop.
You gooch.
I jab her a bit harder than usual this time. Sorry, but if you don't mind, sure. Here you are. Tono takes half of her hamburg steak and puts it on my plate with a smile. I finish eating and I look over to the two of them while slurping my remaining soup. Watch, you do it like this. She puts a straw to her dainty lips. A stream of bubbles fountains from the other end.
Oh wow, it's a lot!
The bubbles dance through the air, like little dreams that pop with a touch. The ephemeral feeling I had when I first met her remains the same.
Now it's even more!
He bounces around and chases after the bubbles as they fly off. Looks like they are having a lot of fun. Tono watches happily.
Play with me, Yukito Kunisaki!
Sure. I drain the remaining soup in my cup and pick up the cup of soapy water sitting beside it.
I'd race to see you get more bubbles to lift off!
We'll know how that'll go.
You fool, you're just scared to lose to me, Yukito Kunisaki!
Think I can beat you of all people? I snap back, dipping a straw in the soapy water.
What's the matter, Managi?
I might not win this time. She has to be saying that sarcastically.
Yeah, you'll have a hard time against me.
She's frighteningly detached from the reality if she really believes that.
Ready, set, go!
At the mark, the bubble blowing championship begins. Bubbles of all sizes take to the skies, wafting and floating about. The rainbow-colored spheres reflect the surrounding scenery as they drift in search of the place they belong. In a way, it's almost a sad scene. Each individual bubble is like a dream in itself, a fragile dream ready to pop at the lightest contact with reality. Ah, there's soap in my eyes.
Yeah, well, it stings.
As always, the two of us can't get any bubbles going. Even so, find ourselves laughing. Even so, we have fun. Hear Tono's laughter, and Michiru's laughter as well. Their smiles are reflected as in the countless bubbles in the air, surrounded by smiles. Right now, this is real. It's not a dream. There's nothing to wake up from. This can go on forever. 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 Look at the two of them again, where they sit perched on the bench. Michiru is desperately trying to get a bubble going. Pop! Pwah! Then her face covered in soapy water as usual. Look here, Michiru.
Me?
Tono gently wipes the smaller girl's face with a towel.
No.
She squeezes her eyes shut, but still has the pleased expression on her face. It's a wholesome scene. Alright, let's try again.
Okay.
Michiru puts the straw back to her lips happily, right after having her face wiped clean.
Woo! Pop! Wah!
Splish, splash, splish, splash.
Woo!
His face is covered again immediately. Try blowing more gently.
New gently?
Yes, not so hard.
Gently. Like a woo! Woo!
Oh.
Oh!
Wong. A single rainbow-colored bubble lifts off from the tip of the straw.
Yawa!
The bubble lifts off and floats into the sky.
I did it! Look, Minagi! I made a bubble!
She bubbles over with excitement. Yes, good job.
Yay, a bubble, a bubble!
All three of us watch her bubble drift away into the sky. Its colors shift continuously as it does, but as it playing with the light. It seems like it might keep floating forever. Whoosh, whoosh, like a dream going back home into the sky. The bubble starts to take on a red hue.
Ah!
Michiru turns her attention to the now setting sun. To me, it seems like a very sad color. What's the matter? Tried the bubbles already? Michiru? I guess it's almost time. Huh?
Today was a fun day.
Michiru says with a smile. We don't realize what those words in her smile mean at first. Or maybe we just don't want to admit it. Her smile just looks too happy for that. Yet, it also looks so delicate, like it could break at a touch. I can't call out to her or go closer.
It was really, really fun.
Saying that, she puts the straw back to her lips and blows a bubble. A single large bubble. Watch it unblinkingly. The big bubble leaves her straw to take off skyward. Several small bubbles follow after it. They take flight silently as Tono and I watch.
I wish we could have seen the stars together again.
Then their smile vanishes. Huh? I look around, but there's no sign of Michiru anywhere. A gentle breeze blows over us, carrying the smell and chill of night. It's as if she was never there in the first place. All of the bubbles that had danced through the air are now gone. Michiru? Tono calls her name, but there's no one there to answer. Michiru! Her voice echoes back, sounding like a cry of pain. The dream ends all too suddenly. It's enough to make me think our parting is just a dream. But it's undeniable. Michiru is gone. The undeniable evidence is that the only people here are me and Tono. Why? You didn't even say goodbye. Tono looks around in search of Michiru, visibly on the verge of tears. Michiru! Michiru! There's time. Huh? There's still time, I say, looking up at the sky. The sky had only just started to turn red. Mr. Kunisaki? There's still time. There aren't any stars out yet. It's just a hunch I have. Michiru is still nearby, and she's waiting for us. She's waiting to give us a final message. She'll be in a place that's meaningful for us. Let's go. Where? The school roof, I say, pulling her by the hand. We don't have much time. Turning our backs on the sun as it moves closer to setting each instant, we start running. Oh boy. Dreams, a fantasy of happiness. Dreams, hopes and desires. Dreams, something you chase after forever. Dreams, this world. If I wake up, what will remain? Satisfaction from a brush with happiness? Emptiness from the lost happiness? Will I just forget all that I can't hold on to? All of it? Do dreams ever become memories? Except, everyone is aware. Everyone knows. Really, no one ever wants their dreams to end. The shadows are starting to get longer all around us. The setting sun spurs us on. How much longer do we have until night falls? Will Michiru really be there when we arrive? Will we make it in time? A myriad of doubt drifts through the hollow place that this has all left in my chest. If I could just stay in this dream without waking, then no one would have to feel sad. We always have to move forward, and so we run, to come to terms with the end of a dream. I fling open the metal door and dash out onto the rooftop. The sky is a sad reddish color, and like the sky, so are the fence, the ground, and the benches. There's a girl there with her back to the setting sun, on the other side of the fence. She's looking our way. Her eyes are heavy with grief, with sadness, loneliness, longing, and pain. Her gaze is distant and seems like it might flicker out if we reach for her, and her hair is loose and flowing in the wind, not bound the way she always keeps it. In a way, I can see the similarities to Tono in her. Michiru smiles faintly. Michiru! Tono calls out, almost screaming. Be careful, it's dangerous to be on that side. Come over here with us. Michiru shakes her head slowly. I can't. I have to go now. The girl grieves. The grief in her eyes intensifies, but she also looks satisfied, and there's kindness in her expression. That makes it all the more bittersweet. There's no doubt about it. This is farewell. The irrevocable end of a dream. The wind blows, ruffling her hair.
I had so much fun with you.
Her lips are quivering.
So much fun. That's why I have to go now.
It doesn't have to end. We can keep having fun together tomorrow. Tono yells, trying to drown out Michiru's voice. And the next day too, and from then on, we can always be together. So please, even knowing what is coming, even knowing she'd be awakening from a dream, there was never any way she could accept this parting with a smile. Managi reaches out toward Michiru, her voice tearful, and the smaller girl slowly shakes her head.
No, Managi. You shouldn't look so sad, Managi.
You have to be happy.
If you don't, you'll make me sad too.
Michiru says with a frail wisp of a smile. At that, Tono gasps softly, as though struck by some realization. Michiru. On the other side of the fence, she smiles. She seems content. I laughed so much with you, Managi.
I felt happiest when I saw you smiling.
We did so many things and played so many games.
Do you remember, Managi? The first time I tried blowing bubbles? It was awful. I sucked up a lot of the soap water. It was so bitter that I gagged and you panicked. You were about to cry and kept asking me if I was okay over and over.
Yes.
Then we played hide and seek and I couldn't find you. I was about to cry and then you came out on your own.
Yes.
And you taught me all sorts of things about the stars when we first watched them together. It was so much fun.
My dad was the one who first taught me all of that. They began going over their memories peacefully, following the thread of the tale unknown to me. Their happy times, and their sad times, painful moments, and occasional fights, as well as reconciliations, always laughing together, everything they did together, leaving footprints together, forming precious memories together. I was able to be myself thanks to you, Tono says longingly, having calmed down again. From the time her mother had forgotten her as a child, living and pretending to be happy as Michiru, in the place she came home to each day, and that she met the real Michiru and could be Managi, and could laugh and smile as Managi. She reclaimed the smile that she had forgotten. She did that as Managi. But when did I ever give back to you? Tono's eyes are welling up with tears.
You gave me a lot of precious things. You laughed with me a lot. I love your smile, Managi. My heart feels warm when I see it.
I only smiled because you were there for me, because you were always by my side. That's why I smiled. Without you, I'm no good at smiling without you. I know I'll never smile again now.
You'll be okay. It'll be okay. You can still smile, Managi.
Huh?
You can smile with people other than me now. Isn't that right, Yukito Kunisaki?
Suddenly she shifts the topic my way. I nod without hesitating. Yeah, she can. Mr. Kunisaki? Tono looks at me shocked. Were you faking those smiles I saw? There was Managi Tono smiling at me, wasn't it? I know too. I've seen Managi Tono smile. I know how kind her smile is.
You see? Hey, Managi, and you too, Yukito Kunisaki?
Michiru raises her voice, cutting Managi off.
Make me a promise.
A promise?
Yeah, both of you.
Or I guess it's more like a request. She laughs with a nya-ha-ha where she stands on the other side of the fence.
Yukito Kunisaki?
What?
You've always been searching for someone important to you, right?
Yeah.
I want you to find her. She's been waiting for you all this time, having the same sad dream high in the sky, far away. So hurry, find her.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be going back to her first. I'm taking the happy memories I got from you two back to her.
Yeah.
And when you find her, tell her. Tell her about all the other fun stuff. Set her free from her sad dreams.
Yeah, I promise. I nod firmly.
And Minagi?
Minagi.
Smile. Just always keep your smile. Smile when we say goodbye. And keep smiling from then on. Smiling suits you better. I love seeing you smile.
I can't. I can't smile. Not while saying goodbye to you. Smiling when I say goodbye to you would be...
Minagi?
I'll never see you again.
You'll be okay even without me. Memories remain even after the dream ends. I'll always be with you, Minagi, so long as you have memories of me. So smile. I want you to be happy when you think of me. Only you can do that for me, Minagi. Okay? Minagi?
Yes.
Promise.
Yes.
Are you smiling right now?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Then keep smiling.
Yes.
And say goodbye to me.
Minagi? Hey, are you smiling, Michiru?
Yeah, I am.
You're not crying, right?
No, I'm not at all.
Does it hurt to say goodbye?
No, it doesn't hurt. After all, I'm smiling.
Yeah.
Smiles make people feel warm inside.
Yeah.
So smiling forever and ever, filling the world with smiles. Until everyone feels warm inside all the time. That's what I want.
Yeah. The stars twinkle and the world sinks into sleep. The soft wind gently spurs the end of a dream. Even if I reach out, I'll never reach her. And as much as I want to hold her, I'll never lay a hand on her. A dream too bittersweet to bear. Goodbye, Michiru. Yeah, feelsy stuff, huh, guys? Oh, man. I swears. It's visibly become the tail end of summer. The wind slips through the gaps in the trees and gently urges on the birds I see climbing skyward. I wonder where they are going, gracefully flapping their white wings. Will they carry this feeling off to somewhere far away? Somewhere new and unknown? To somewhere that we will all end up someday? How many seasons does a person live through? Amid the joy of new meetings and the pain of farewells, we await the next season, loving and clinging to both, and trust my precious dreams to tomorrow, smiling happily through today as I look out on a peaceful sunset. That way we can all keep our eyes pointed forward, and that's the only way to live. That's what I think. It's not that change makes us sad, it's just that living without change can only be lonely. And then the long summer starts to come to an end. Now there are only a few cicadas buzzing down from the massive choruses heard on those unforgettable days. The sea breeze is gentle and clean and hurries us along in our progress to the next season. We walk side by side in our little corner of the world. So you're really leaving? Sure. I have something important to tell someone. And I promised her. Yes, you promised. I made up my mind to leave the town. But persistently working all summer, I saved up just enough to finally get out of town. Go with them. Go with them, Minagi. That said, I haven't really changed my act or anything. It was two sisters who enjoyed my shows who spread the word. Some people didn't enjoy the show when they saw it, as always, but Minagi always said it was fun and kept up a smile at my side. I know I owe you for all sorts of things. Please don't be so distant. You don't need to say that with me. I know. Sorry. Yes. And what will you do? Me? You have a promise to keep too. Of course. I guess it was silly to even ask. That's true. Very silly. That's me, I guess. Very silly. Yes. But I think I'll do it even if I hadn't promised. Yeah. Mr. Kunisaki? Will you ever come back? Once I've kept my promise. I will. We've decided to follow different paths. Had to keep the promise I made, and Minagi has to keep hers, and the three of us have our promises to each other. But it doesn't hurt to say goodbye now. It's lonely but not sad. We know the truth already, and no matter how far away we are, the only thing that separates us is air. And that, if we just wish it, the distance between us will close like ice melting in summer. I got a letter from my dad yesterday. Your father? Yes. I was surprised since it came out of nowhere, but it made me really happy. Oh, that's good then. Yes, and I have something important to tell you, Yukito. Oh, what's that? You'll be surprised when you hear it. The letter said I actually have a little sister. Huh? I was a little surprised too. My dad invited me to go meet her. Whoa. To be honest, I was a bit overwhelmed, but I decided to meet her. I see. Good for you. Yes. This is how warmth spreads. Happiness begets more happiness. But I do have selfish motives. What are those? Well, it's just her name. What's her name? It's beautiful here in the summer sun. There's a girl practicing blowing bubbles on the bench. That's her sign. Pop. She's not very good at making them, but she's really trying hard. Hello. I greet her, like I promised. Ni? She looks confused. That's how it begins. Do you like blowing bubbles? Ask the girl.
Yeah, I love bubbles.
She answers with a smile.
But I'm not very good at making them.
She says, her expression turning sad. Oh. I pat her head gently. Well, why not let me show you how? I take out my own bubble blowing kit.
You'll show me?
Her eyes light up. Yeah. Then we start blowing bubbles together.
Yeah, wow.
The girl stares enviously at the bubbles I blow. It's alright, you'll get it down in no time. Saying that, I show her the tricks to blowing bubbles. Pop. Doesn't go well.
New.
Tears swell up in her eyes. The girl wipes the soapy water from her face. Is it a new day? Yep. It's been a new day.
Need do-over.
She starts again, refusing to give up. She keeps at it time after time, refusing to give up. That's right. There's no need to give up. Just try again when you fail. If I can't reach something, I can just walk over to where I can. Because all of us, if we do that, then we can finally get there. When I do that, I can remember it all. The everyday kindness of the sort that everyone has. The joy of living a life with human warmth.
Yay, success!
The girl blows a bubble and follows it with her eyes as it floats off. Good night, Minim. The story's almost over, but I'll see you hopefully tonight, or tomorrow, either or. Well then, to reward you for your hard work, I give her something I have as a present. Yeah, it's like super close.
Nee, what is this?
She takes it seemingly confused. It's called stardust.
Nee, star?
Yes, the stars that shine in the sky. They're shaped the same. See? They're like baby stars.
Oh wow, they really are.
Will you have to accept it? And my feelings with it.
Yeah, thanks.
Memories of the summer we had together. And also... Hey, what's your name? Won't you tell me?
Me? My name?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm Michiru.
Michiru?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great name.
Isn't it? Yeah, I love my name too. My dad came up with it for me. Hey, what's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
I'm Minagi. Indeed. At first, all it takes is a little courage. Happiness can begin from a single request. So? Well, Michiru, I say at the end of that first meeting, let's be friends. New Michiru. Cute, I know. Mega cute. Oh my gosh. And there we go, guys. The third story is done. How'd you like that one? It was nice. It was very, very cute. Parts of it did kind of drag on a little bit for me, but it was good. When it didn't drag on, it was excellent. Managi's a good character and Michiru's super cute. So, there you go. So be honest, Minim, you hated it, right? Worst story ever? Wanted to see the painting all the way? Ah. Yeah, no painting for us, sadly. Sorry, brah. No painting this time, but maybe next time. Was annoying and time you never got back? Yeah, I know. Just being here in general, right? It's just, ugh, the worst. Well, Minim, I'll say this, I feel the same way. Streaming this game is a big waste of time, and I'd rather just play Among Us every day, you know? Just Among Us over and over and over and over and over and losing my mind and hating life and all that stuff. Oh. No? Okay, fine, never mind. Yep, this was good. This was terrific. I liked it. I hope you liked it too, because I know I liked it. Ah, ain't that cute? The end or whatever. You liked it? Well, when will you read more? When will you read one more? Tomorrow is the one more. Yay! Woo! What? What happened? Select story, load. I'm gonna do one more thing first, guys. Just give me a second. Welcome back! Give me a good morning kiss. Well, give me a good morning kiss instead. What am I saying on a wholesome morning like this? Huh? I misspoke, ignore that. I forced myself to stay calm as I say it. Okay, breakfast is ready. Yeah, sure. Well then, come and eat quickly. This you don't want to see? What the fast forwarding? That was a close one. I let myself run my mouth like that. I have to watch everything I do and say for a bit. Tono is looking at me with a hint of restlessness, although I could be imagining that. What's the matter? Mr. Kunisaki? What? Please, give me a little more time for good morning kisses, she says, then dashes off. Huh? Watch her walk away for a moment, then shake my head sharply. It seems like things have started to take on a life of their own, but I wonder why. I watch her hurry away shyly, but something seems wrong. Something seems very wrong. Oh my gosh! Ah! We're going at light speed minute. Tono whispers her name gravely. She slumps a bit, thinking of what to do. She stays like that for quite a while. How long will it take her to track back all the time she spent on the place she was born and raised? Years of happy childhood, another stretch of less happy times. Even though sadness left, still her home. Mr. Kunisaki, looks at me meaningfully. Nod back silently. Go on, go find what you forgot. Thump. I give her a little push to the small of her back. That was the silent promise Michiru and I made. Wish a little girl made it to me. All I can do, but I only have to do it. Slight push. She surges forward, her long hair trailing behind her. Her skirt flutters as she moves. I turn away quietly. There's a gentle breeze at my back. I hear sound that could be clothes swishing with motion. Any point to wings that can't fly? Asked that before, wings that can't fly might not serve any purpose. You can't throw them away just because of that. There's something that always there on your back, and a memory of flying in the sky. Look up and see a bird off in the distance. Be able to fly again. As long as that's what you want, you'll struggle in flight and fight, and you might get hurt along the way. Might be a tough journey to take on. Seriously, the fast forwarding? Oh yeah. But you'll find your wings again, and there will come a day when you take flight, so long as that's what you want. So long as that's what you wish for. Those are the thoughts that blue sky inspires in me. And that means there's no need for me to stay here any longer. I squeeze my eyes tightly closed. I take a step forward. The summer heat is so intense that you could choke on it. The light sears my skin. Cicadas buzz with an unceasingly drone. A summer that seems to last an eternity. Every summer comes to an end in time. Or rather, a new season begins after every summer. Just as one is right now. Something is beginning. A salty sea breeze blows over me. It's strong. Then it passes. It always has to end. Hear the sound of something swishing rhythmically. It's a skirt flapping in the wind. Long hair tickles at my neck. There's a girl here. Behind me. Right behind me, even. This proves it, but without that, her presence would be too indifferent to notice. I think she might vanish at any moment. She could blow away on the wind. Tono is right here. Why? My throat rattles and my words take flight on the wind. This place you belong. My voice gets stronger and faster. This place you belong is obvious, and yet, in an instant, my words are stolen away. Her clothes and her hair flutter on the wind. Her long skirt sways playfully while her hair scatters and dances on the wind. You get to Kunisaki and Minagi Tono. The wind flows over us, it almost carries us away. I will confess, guys, I do gotta leave somewhat soon. So... I want to go with you. I want to go with you at all. I'm not done yet, Minim. Hang on a minute. Tono. Feel wrists, your silky hair. I see tears. Where are you going? Sobbing. I can't. Wasn't able to. All dreams come to an end. All dreams come to an end. Ah! I know. I'm gonna finish the quote-unquote bad ending. Oh no, is this like a long thing? Like a very long thing? Alright, so she knows about the stuff. I'm sorry, or... I'll just get through this as best as I can. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Lap us a pillow. She's crying. She's small. I'm still lost. I haven't slept at all. Slept the whole morning. You think of Minagi. Alright, he's at the station now. Or maybe not. Clickbait. Yeah, this is clickbait right now. Can you hear the clicks? Oh my gosh, just end! Just end, this is a bad end, it shouldn't be this long! Ah! Right, Michiru? Right? Oh, for flip's sake, guys. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, Michiru, we're leaving. We're leaving. Sorry. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving! It's just how it's gotta be, you know? It's always how it's gotta be. It's just how it goes, and whatever. Minagi. That's what it sounds like right now. Minagi. Oh my god, please, just end this for the love of God. I gotta go, like, really soon. I'm going to the movies today. Okay. Okay. We're gonna continue this tomorrow because we're just playing this again, I think. Wait, is it gonna play the entire flashback again? What are you gonna watch? I'm going to watch Elio, the new Pixar movie known as Elio, which I did not know was even in the theaters until recently-ish. But yep, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna watch. That's what I'm gonna watch, rather. Yeah, this is taking too long. This is what I mean by I don't like to read visual novels all that much. Some of it goes on just way too long. Gallery. We got nearly all the pictures, guys. We're missing 2 of them already. This one was a nice one. Number 1. Wait, I want to see number 2 though. Oh, there's number 2. Wow. So next time, guys, we'll do the last ending here, and then it's a select story. Summer? What? There's another story? That's weird. Alright, guys, take care. I love you all. You're the best peoples ever. I'll see all of you tonight or tomorrow. Bye-bye!